Welcome to CEFCU's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to CEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute. I'm Paul Wapple, along with Adam Anderson. We are in Mount Zion for Week 8 of the high school football season. Effingham, the Hearts are here to take on the Mount Zion Braves. Adam, both teams undefeated, 7-0. This is for the Apollo Conference Championship. Both teams have clinched a playoff berth, of course, with 7 wins, but there's a lot at stake tonight.
Yeah, a lot at stake. It feels weird to be talking about playoffs. We're already in Week 8, but a big matchup tonight. Conference crown is on the line. We got lucky last year and got to see a conference championship game between Mount Zion and Taylorville. This year, Mount Zion and Effingham. It's going to be a big one.
What do you see as the CEFCU keys to the game, and CEFCU is your key to getting a home loan?
First off, we're not going to go so much keys as players tonight. I'm going to change it up here in Week 8. For Mount Zion, it's Sage Davis, the running back, led the team last year, one of the best running backs in the area. And when you see him, you're going to think he's a lot older than a senior in high school, but he is a mountain of a man. He is going to run the ball very, very hard. Effingham's going to have to figure out how to deal with him. But on the flip side, Effingham's got Tristan Duncan, wide receiver. He can make big catches, little catches. He can turn everything into a touchdown. They're going to have to be careful not to lose sight of him, or it could end up being a big score for Effingham.
Weather's great. We have a beautiful night. Right now, we're going to turn it over to our sideline reporter for tonight, Nico Heffinger. Nico?
Guys, not only do these two teams have the two best offenses in the Apollo Conference, they've got the two stingiest defenses. Both teams letting up just 12 points per game. A little bit of change on top of that, but less than 2 touchdowns per game allowed by these two defenses. And these are teams that have big play ability in abundance. Ashton Summers and Nate Shackleford combining for 2,500 passing yards on the season, and they have got an abundance of weapons that average 16, 18, 22 yards per catch. Who's going to come out with the big plays? Because that's really going to be the difference in this game. Who's able to break through with a big play on some of the best defenses in the area? Paul, back to you.
And we'll be back with the CEFCU Friday Night Rivals kickoff for Mount Zion in just a minute. And good evening, everyone. You're watching CEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute here on CW23. Paul Wapple, Adam Anderson. We are in Mount Zion for a battle of unbeatens. The Braves, 7-0, will host the 7-0 Effingham Hearts.
Yeah, it's going to be a big one tonight. It's for the Apollo Conference title. It can't get any bigger than this in Week 8. 2 undefeated teams, 2 teams really thinking about making a deep playoff run. Effingham did that last year, looking to get back there if they can. And Mount Zion's been kind of a surprise at being undefeated this year, but they've got a great team. They've really opened it up.
And you're getting a look at some of the crowd. Adam, they are packed both sides of the stadium here tonight.
You know, there's a lot of red.
Yes, lots of red.
Lots of red. You know, there's some pink out here. You know, it is Mount Zion's homecoming, so you're going to see I think there's a lot of people out for that too.
And here is tonight's game time forecast, brought to you by Backyard Leisure. Hot tub, you need it. 55 degrees and clear. Humidity 53%. And it is a nice night. Feels like a Friday night high school football, as it should, right?
This feels like October football weather. I would say last week was a little cold for an October game, but tonight feels pretty good.
We are just about set for kickoff here in Mount Zion. A little bit of a breeze. It's going to be loud tonight. And kicking off as we get set now. Ivan Angel. Bobbled at the 15, 20, 25. Stopped him at the 27-yard line. Pretty good return on the play, so 1st and 10, and we'll see how the Mount Zion offense does tonight, Adam.
No, I talked in the opening about Sage Davis, running back number 22. He's a player to keep an eye on. The offensive line at Mount Zion is very big. They can move people around, but the biggest difference this year has been the way Ashton Summers can throw the football. They're going to have to be probably pretty diverse here tonight if they want to get past this stingy Effingham defense.
And you saw the Mount Zion offensive starters brought to you by Shields. The Braves are ready to go on first down. There's a handoff, left side. The Hart's defense is there pretty quickly.
Yeah, good job up front. Again, we talked about Davis carried the ball 37 times against Taylorville. So you know he's got the stamina and the strength to do it. So they're just going to have to make sure they can bottle him up like that all night.
And there you take a look at the Effingham Flaming Heart starters on defense tonight. Also brought to you by Shields. 2nd and 10. Going to keep it himself. Bartles. And he's got some room out to midfield. There's a first down. And that is a Casey's General Store first down. They're one of our first down sponsors all season long.
Just a direct snap to Bartles. I think it kind of caught Effingham off guard. And he did a great job. And look at Ashton Summers out front. You don't see a lot of lead blockers at quarterback, but he did a good job to get out there and help Bartles get a big run.
1st and 10 from the 49. Summers. There's the handoff to Sage Davis. Left side, got some speed and goes down the sidelines. Siri stepped out of bounds. Pretty good pickup there for the senior. 6'1", 225. He's a ton.
He is a ton. He's very strong. He's very dedicated. Had, I think, over 1,200 yards by the end of last year. Was one of the area leaders in rushing, and he is one of the better backs that you'll see here in the Central Illinois area.
They give him 8, 2nd and 2 for the Braves. Fakes, keeps it himself. Bartles. Got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Haven Prather, number 56, was in there very quickly. Sage Davis just kind of had to throw his body at him to slow him down, or that he could be looking at a negative play for Mount Zion. But big 3rd down here on the opening drive.
3rd, and we'll still call it 2 for the Braves. The Hearts make some changes on personnel and defense. First quarter action. Summers gives to Davis. Left side. Tries to get that first down, and I think he's got it. Indeed, he does. That's a Casey's General Store first down. So on 3rd and 2, the Braves pick up the first down.
You know, they're going to be heavy to the left side. And if you guys were coaches at home, you probably would be too. Peyton Moreau, 6'1", 300 pounds. Anthony Nash, 6'2", 295. That's your tackle and guard on that left-hand side.
Like to run behind that, right? That's pretty good. First down. Oh.
You get a false start on Mount Zion.
Braves have the ball on the 37 of Effingham. Opening possession. Like we said, a lot of red, and there's the call. They push the Braves back 5 yards. Still first down, and ball on the 42. Summers trying to get Davis where he wants him. There's the give to Bartles, who was in motion.
He's going to get the 2-3 backs here. Again,
so the gets to the 40.
Yeah,
not much. I
thought he from here. I thought he got a few more yards than that.
So did I. 2nd and 10. Like to throw, does throw. Whoa, well overthrown. Summers overthrows intended receiver Bartles.
Again, he had some pressure up the middle by Prather off that left-hand side, so he didn't have an opportunity to step into that throw and deliver it, and it just sailed over Bartles' head.
So 3rd and 10 for the home team. SEFCU Friday Night Rivals. Another battle of unbeatens and another homecoming game. All right. The Braves are just about set.
Keep an eye on number 20 for Mount Zion, Christian Kia. He's had some big catches this year.
Back to throw is Summers. Does throw. Complete at the 40. 35. to the 30, 25, down, and a first down. And Jace Booker, the senior, with the big catch.
You know, they got everybody's attention over here to the right side of the field, and then they went back to a screen on the short side to Booker, made one big move to break a tackle, and let's see where it looks like he might have stepped out of bounds, and they're going to measure it here. We'll take a look at the replay. Better tuck the ball away a little bit, but it looks like they're going to get him down before the 25.
And they are going to
have to measure
it. Yes. See how close they are. With 8:51 to go here in the first quarter. Conference championship title on the line tonight. Good look at the sideline there.
They got it by the nose. Just by the nose.
They got it, and that's a Casey's General Store first down for Mount Zion as they move the chains. And another set of downs for the Braves. We talked about it, a lopsided game last year, 41-14, Effingham all over Mount Zion, and certainly don't expect anything like that tonight.
No, you know, Ashton Summers was just a sophomore last year. I think they relied a lot more on Sage Davis to get them into ball games and to win ball games. And his evolution this year and being a better quarterback, I think, has really opened up their game plan and made them a better team.
From the 27, Davis plows through. A good pickup there on first down.
Again, heavy to that left side because the size of that offensive line over there is huge.
Second down from the 21. Trying to get into that red zone and, of course, the end zone. There's the handoff to Davis. Left side. Special speed down the sidelines, and he is in. Touchdown, Mount Zion. And that's a Young Security touchdown. They're our touchdown sponsor this season. For every touchdown, Young Security will donate $50 to a local charity. This week's charity is St. Martin de Porres.
Again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Another run to that left-hand side. Davis fights through a little mess inside and pops out on the other end and takes it to the house for a touchdown. Great opening drive by Mount Zion.
Jonathan Oliger.
Maybe a couple minutes.
For Mount Zion. He will attempt the extra point. Try to make it 7-0. Beautiful, right through the uprights. It is good. So the home team, the Braves, take the lead 7-0 on the touchdown run by Sage Davis with 7:58 to go here in the first.
Take a look at the replay. Just one tackler. He had a lot of space to get in the end zone, and he did the rest himself.
We're going to take a short break. You're watching SEFCU Friday Night Rivals on CW23. Back with more from Mount Zion in just a minute.
We got a break. Come back from the break.
You're watching SEFCU Friday Night Rivals presented by Prairie Heart Institute. I'm Paul Wapple along with Adam Anderson in Mount Zion. 7:58 to go in the first quarter, and the home team, the Braves, just struck. They got on the scoreboard. They strike first. And there's the kick from Oliger. Fielded at the 10. Coming this way, 15. 20, cuts outside, 25, cuts back, still on his feet, and down close to the 30-yard line, and a flag on the play.
You're going to get a late hit or an unnecessary roughness call on Mount Zion, so this football is going to get 15 extra yards added onto it.
Yeah.
And it was a good return. There it is, a good return without the penalty, Adam.
Yeah, and now you're getting them 15 yards. You're going to start about the 45-yard line, I believe.
We'll get a look at the Effingham Hearts offense. So pretty good field position for Effingham. So the personal foul penalty moves it to the 40. See where they spot 41-yard line, looks like. 41.
Yes, they're going to start off with great field position.
So Nathan Shackleford, we talked about him during the preview show, and the senior quarterback. And Tristan Duncan, of course, one of the receivers. He's tough. Under center, Shackleford, hands off, up the middle. Gets about 3 or 4 yards on the play. Carry that time was Chase Woomer, the junior.
Effingham's going to come out in your traditional I formation. Coach Hefner is a disciple of Mark Ramsey, coach with Mark Ramsey for a few years as well. They're going to come right at you. They're going to try to run power football, and they're going to use that to get their passing game open, and that they do a great job at it.
On second down, there's the give again to Woomer. Not a whole lot this time, to about the 48-yard line. Let's go down to Nico Heffinger.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Veronica McGuire, one of our sponsors from SEFCU. Veronica, this is the second time that you've been able to join me on the broadcast. How great has this partnership been with SEFCU and Friday Night Rivals?
We absolutely love it. We love to be a part of the community. Anything that we can do to support any of the communities and the kids leading our future, we're all about it. We love it.
And the last time she was here, we had a dynamite game between Central A&M and St. Teresa. Came down to the wire. Another great one on paper today. Do you just get all the best games assigned to you to come out and represent the bank?
Yes, I think so. I do love to sign up for the games that are close to home and that I'm a part of the community and every day. So I love it. I'm very happy to be part of it.
And speaking of the community, any events going on in the area coming up? Some things that you guys are getting excited about?
Yes, we're going to have Zooly Gooly next weekend. It's Friday through Sunday at the Henson Robinson Zoo over in Springfield. So anybody can come out. It's only $4 a person. Wear your best costume. We'll all be there.
All right. Thank you, Veronica. Paul and Adam, we'll send it back to you in the booth.
Thank you very much. So 4th and 10 for Effingham.
Got lucky.
Formation.
Ball came out. Said Shackleford was down. They're going to get a generous
Stewart stops.
turf.
Oh, the Hart. Oh. He's at the 1. I think he's at the 1. So the Hart's down at the 1. Mount Zion has a long way to go. So great. A good punt there and a friendly roll.
Yeah, definitely.
For Effingham.
You never know what you're going to get on the turf roll-wise. And you couldn't get it any better than that right there.
So Mount Zion starts its second possession on offense, leading 7-0, scoring on the first drive of the game.
They did a good job defensively to shut down Effingham on that first drive, especially with the great field position that Effingham started out with. So let's see what the Flaming Hearts have here, if maybe they can take advantage of this short yardage and get a safety.
1st and 10, Summers in the end zone, looks to throw, goes right side, got a man, caught it, complete, 1st down and then some at the 42-yard line. Kristen Kia with the catch.
Told you, he's his Summers' big play receiver. He's come on strong this year, just a sophomore. Went up and got that one, made a big play. They're lucky if they get entangled there. He's got no one in front of him to take that one the rest of the way for a score.
That's a Casey's General Store 1st down. And Kia, 5'11", 160 pounds. He leaped pretty high to get that, did a great job.
Got behind the Effingham defender, and great job by the Mount Zion offensive line to keep Summers free long enough to throw that ball downfield.
Davis met quickly and stopped at the 41. So the Hearts throw Davis for a loss of 3 on the play.
Yeah, Austin Herbuth almost took that handoff from Summers. He was in the backfield so quickly and did a good job of securing a tackle and slowing him down just so he can get some help, because it's going to take 1 or 2 guys to take Sage Davis down in tonight's game.
We talked about Davis, 225 pounds, 6'1", senior. 4:45 to go in the first quarter. Week 8 of SEFCU Friday Night Rivals. From the gun, Summers gives to Davis. Nothing there.
Did a good job again up front of bottling him up, putting a lot of white jerseys on him so he can't break through, and at least he might have got a yard there after they spotted, but not much more than that.
A hard-fought yard at that.
3rd and 11 for the Braves.
So bring up 3rd down and long for Mount Zion. Summers looks to the sideline to get a play. Apollo Conference rivals and showdown tonight. 3rd and 11. Summers back to throw. Looks.
The pressure.
Goes right. Well overthrown on the play.
Yeah, I think there might have been a little miscommunication on the route because Christian Key had cut his route off early, and that ball went about 10 yards over where he was. But credit to Effingham, they didn't let Summers get a whole lot of space to step into that throw. He had to get rid of it, or we'd be talking about a sack.
Parker Wolf back for Effingham to field the punt. Assuming the Braves do that, they probably will on 4th and 11. Braden Hiley. Oh, high snap, gets it away.
Good job just to get that kick.
Yes,
Hiley
gets a pretty good roll too, all things considered. Could have been a lot worse. So
rolls down about
the 28-yard line. That's where Effingham will take over. So that could have been disastrous.
Yeah, did a good job to not only get the snap after just one-handing it down, but then in turn to turn and get a kickoff or a punt, excuse me, that still gave Effingham a great field position.
And don't miss Project Illinois, a DCFS investigation with Anna Espinosa and Justin Carter, Mondays at 6 on News Channel 20. Back to action. There's a reception, still going, that's midfield. And Jet Gillum, how about that for a name, right? Works.
Well, they better,
first down. Casey General Store first down.
They better find him next time because Gillum came out of the backfield wide open. Nobody picked him up. And that's an easy throw for Shackleford. He just dumped it right into his hands there, and he did the rest.
1st and 10 from the 49. There's the handoff. Right side, showing some speed. Woomer to the 43 of Mount Zion. So the Hearts have found a little bit of a rhythm here.
Yeah, it looks like they've made a few adjustments. They talked about what they saw in that opening drive and having a lot of success here on this one.
2nd down. There's the give up the middle. Woomer. The 38-yard line. Gets about 6 on the play.
Be pretty close to a, yep, they just gave it to him.
First down. It's a KC General Store first down for the Flaming Hearts of Effingham.
The Flaming Hearts got a little old school look to them. They still huddle. You know, the I formation is a kind of an older formation now, but it's what they do, and they do it well.
Woomer, the carry again. Got back to the line of scrimmage. Braves quick on that one.
They're getting up and they're really snapping the football as quick as they can once they get to the line of scrimmage, maybe to catch Mount Zion off guard or before they can make an adjustment to their formation.
Not a hurry-up offense, right? No. But they're trying to do. Yeah,
they have a deliberate pace.
Yes. Hand off the Woomer, right side, got some room this time. About the 33. Tripped up and brought down by the Braves. So bring up 3rd down for Effingham.
Again, they're in no man's land here, I would say, so I wouldn't be shocked if you don't see them get a first down here, that they go for it on 4th.
3rd and 6. Fakes to Woomer, back to throw is Shackleford. He's rolling, he's gonna keep it. Tucks it away, oh, hit hard. Out of bounds.
But you're gonna get
a flag on the play.
Defensive pass interference against Mount Zion here on the outside. He was looking for number 11, Tristan Duncan.
You talk about a hit. He was hit hard, Shackleford was.
They're actually just gonna call it holding.
And the Braves are upset about that.
But Bortles got a little handsy on the outside with sorry, Lucas Eagle, number 26, was the defender that slowed down Duncan, grabbed his jersey as he was making a move, and that's who Shackleford was looking for. That'll give him first down.
Put the flag away, and that's Casey's General Store first down. With 1:45 to go here in the opening quarter. Mount Zion, homecoming. 7-0, Mount Zion with the lead.
You know, we've talked about Tristan Duncan and hasn't made an impact here tonight, but he also has defensively. If you look at Mount Zion's defense, they have a player right over the top of him, but then there is a safety that's playing about 10 yards deeper than that because they have to respect the big playability he has.
Loomer tried to find a hole. Gets a few on that one. This is an outstanding facility.
Yeah, the field house in the background at USC, just a beautiful indoor track and basketball courts, and the stage and audio-visual room is awesome as well.
2nd and 6 from the gun. There's the handoff to Loomer. No, he keeps it. He faked me out. Shackleford did. Goes. Still on his feet to the 5. Goes out and inside. Touchdown. How about that?
Touchdown, Nathan
And that's a young security touchdown for Effingham. $50 donation this week's charity, St. Martin de Porres.
Great job by Shackleford. He had us both faked out, but that's what they do. They get you to focus on one person. He's a very, very good athlete. Great job blocking downfield by the Flaming Hearts, and he got in the corner of the end zone for 6.
Ivan Angel, the senior, will attempt the extra point for the Flaming Hearts as they try to tie it. Line drive, kick, not pretty, but it works.
Doesn't matter as long as it goes in.
That's right, 7-7. We've got a good one. We'll take a break. You're watching SEPQ Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. We'll be back with more first quarter action from Mount Zion in just a minute. Welcome back to SEPQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by Peripheral Institute. Paul Wapple, Adam Anderson, Doug Opperman, our statistician. 1:04 to go in the first quarter. The Hearts have tied it at 7, and now they kick, and fielding it is Jace Booker. Booker goes to the left side and thrown back to about the 13-yard line.
Great job by the Effingham kickoff team. He was surrounded by white jerseys, really didn't have anywhere to go. Good job to limit their field position right here.
So the Braves back to work on offense. Take a look at the scoring summary there. 353, 8 plays, capped by the 20-yard run by the quarterback.
Also, a final score, a game that started earlier tonight. MacArthur 54-0 over Eisenhower. MacArthur wins the Mayor's Cup and also becomes the first Decatur Public School to go to the playoffs 3 straight years.
All right, congratulations to them on 1st and 10. Airs it out to the right side, comes back and catches it in midfield. Flag on the play, still his feet, 40, 35, 30, cuts left, he's gonna go, 10, 5, touchdown, oh my goodness. Tristan Kia, and I think the flag, Adam, will be on the defense.
I think it will be on Effingham. Now, Effingham's arguing that it is gonna come back and it's gonna be on them. It's gonna be on Mount Zion, excuse me. They were both fighting for the ball, but from my vantage point, I think this flag is going to go against Effingham.
And the catch eerily reminded me of the catch a few moments ago. Here's the replay.
Let's take a look. They're both fighting for position. Now, Kia did have a hand on the back of the defender. They're picking it up, so it must have been against Effingham. Yep.
So that's a touchdown. That's a young security touchdown. Another $50 donation to this week's charity, St. Martin de Porres in Springfield.
You know, I talked about Christian Kia being a big play threat for Summers. He's done it all year. No different tonight. They're really going to have to make sure they take care of him on the outside. Those are 2 big plays that he has made in this game so far.
Ashton Summers is the holder. Not sure what the delay is. The officials are talking about something with the Braves. Just confirming the
Yeah.
touchdown and
Yeah.
the penalty. So Summers the holder.
Okay.
Oliger will attempt the point after to try to make it 14-7.
There's a lot of signals right there.
Oliger drills it, and it is good. So 14-7. Mount Zion takes the lead over the Effingham Hearts.
Well, I'd say buckle up. I think we're going to get for a good one tonight. That came right back out of, you know, that's a sign of a good ball club. Is it didn't get down, come right back with a big play.
And a great adjustment.
Yeah.
Again, second time I've ever seen that. Great adjustment to come back.
Again, made a
to get to the ball.
few moves to get loose. He had just a sophomore.
That's incredible. He's got a bright future. The future's now for him. Let's go down the sidelines, check in with Nico.
Thanks, guys. Well, as you may remember, just the play before that Christian Kia touchdown, we had a Nate Shackleford touchdown run. We talked about the big playability of Tristan Duncan in the pregame. I was right on the goal line. Not sure if you guys saw it from your vantage point, but Tristan Duncan took out 2 Braves defenders on that play. I asked him about it on the sideline. He said, I didn't really block 2 guys, kind of just threw one into the other. But regardless, amazing play by a selfless wide receiver there. And then coming right back, Christian Kia. How about that play, guys?
That was pretty amazing. Thank you, Nico. Great insight. Adam?
Penalties, you gotta mark off the yard somewhere. It's gonna happen here on the kickoff. Oliger might put this one through the uprights if he gets into it.
I say, don't adjust your TV. And I think that's what he did. Just missed it.
It's got to go back 5 yards. They're gonna call some Braves offsides.
I mean, he nailed it. We talked about Oliger. We don't talk about kickers a lot, but he is a good one. Here's the call. So instead of kicking from the 45, they'll kick from midfield. Still a pretty good advantage.
Yeah.
If you're
definitely with
Zion.
A kicker like Oliger, he put that one almost out of the end zone. I gotta say this one's going to be pretty close. With high school football, you never know kicker-wise what you're going to get. But they definitely can change a game, especially in a game that might be as close as this, where having a good field goal kicker can maybe win you a football game when it gets down to the nitty-gritty.
Woomer and Baker are the deep men for Effingham. 40 seconds ago in the first quarter. Braves are ready. Oliger's ready, and here we go. Another good kick and in and out of the end zone. Touchback. So the Hearts will take over. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
I would say he's probably going to have a pretty good future in kicking footballs if he wants it.
Let's see how the Hearts respond. This could be a high-scoring game.
Yeah. We talked about the defense has been pretty stingy, but the offenses are definitely no slouch either. Again, I would keep an eye on number 11, Tristan Duncan. He is their big play guy they can go right back to.
The junior, that's who Adam's talking about, on 1st down. There's the handoff. Braves, stuff that. Nothing doing that time.
Yeah. Sage Davis right there in the backfield after he takes that handoff. He's fired up. He's ready to put this game away if he can.
So 2nd down for Effingham. Clock running. 7 seconds. See if they'll get this play off before the quarter ends. And they do. Keeps it himself, Shackleford does. Pretty good carry, hit hard and stopped at the 24-yard line. And that'll do it for 1 quarter. After 1 quarter, Mount Zion leads Effingham 14-7 in the Battle of Unbeatens. We'll take a break. You're watching SEFCU Friday Night Rivals on CW23. We'll be back in just a minute. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Peripheral Institute. 2nd quarter, we're underway. Back to throw, Shackleford scrambling, running, going to keep it himself. Heads to the sidelines out of bounds. About the 32-yard line.
Pick up by the 31-yard line. Be first and 10, Effingham.
And it's a first down, and that's a Brant Professional Agriculture first down for the Hearts. Trail 14-7.
Had a lot of pressure there, but Shackleford got to the outside, saw a running lane, and took off, got a first down.
So first and 10 from the 32 for the Effingham Hearts. Back to throw, Shackleford looking in trouble, scrambling, running, gets it away and out of bounds.
Shackleford's pass is out now.
He had Duncan open, but again, a quarterback rolling to his left as a right-handed thrower. He didn't have enough time because of the pressure coming from Mount Zion to be able to turn his body or set his feet and deliver a good throw to Duncan. So that one sailed high out of bounds.
It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Hearts, and they travel well. They brought a lot of people here, a lot of fans. Effingham makes a couple of changes. See what they do on 2nd down. Left side, still on his feet. Right down about the
ball carrier.
35.
Brought down by London.
Logan Brown.
They strung him out a ways. So he got east-west more than he got north-south there. So it'll be 3rd and 1
Bring
here
up
for
3rd and 6
Effingham.
for the Hearts.
14-7. Mount Zion with the 7-point lead. Week 8 of the high school football season. It's a big night for a lot of teams.
Yeah.
Playoff hopes.
SEC conference titles on line. Payne and Vandalia. At last check, Vandalia had a 14-7 lead against Payne.
Shackleford throws across the middle. Tip incomplete. Tried to catch Tristan Duncan. Couldn't quite connect at midfield.
Well, they're doing a good job of keeping Duncan bottled up because they're having a player in his face off the line of scrimmage, and then they're having somebody tail him over the top. So he hasn't had a lot of room to get free. Right there, number 26, Lucas Eagle, did a good job of keeping him in check and not letting him get open across the middle.
So 4th and 6. Punt situation for Effingham. High kick. Takes a Effingham bounce. Down to just shy of the 25-yard line. So pretty good punt there for the Hearts.
See what they do here. Mount Zion didn't need a whole lot of plays in their last drive to get in the end zone. So let's see what they dial up here.
Yeah, they went to the air pretty quickly in that last drive. And you talked about Duncan. Yeah, we haven't called his name much because they have done a great job so far keeping him in check. It's not easy to do.
No, and I'm sure I can see them down there huddled up. They're looking at some adjustments and some replays of what they've seen from Mount Zion to see where there might be an opening or what they can do to get him open. Because again, he is a big playmaker for Effingham, and they need him to make some big plays here tonight.
Summers looks to throw, goes across the middle, gets his man in stride. Drew London, he's going to go to the 30, 20, he's going to break it, 10, 5, touchdown. 66 yards. That's a Young Security touchdown and a $50 donation to this week's charity, St. Martin de Porres.
You know, Effingham brought some pressure up the middle, and they're man-to-man across the board against the receivers. Summers had just enough time to deliver that ball to London, and then he did the rest with his speed and took that one to the house.
That was explosive.
Two big-time house calls right there. I'm fired up from it. We haven't had a whole lot of those this year.
So Oliger will attempt the extra point to try to make it 21-7 in favor of the Braves. And the snap kick is up, and it is good. So it is 21-7 with 10:24 to go here in the second quarter. We're going to take a short break. You're watching SEFCU Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. We'll be back in just a minute. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Peripheral Institute. Here's a replay of that last touchdown.
Again, they had heavy pressure, had a blitz coming from up the middle, so they went man-to-man on the outside of the receivers. London just got the inside track to his defender, and he did the rest right there.
And after the extra point, made it 21-7. And that's what the score is now, 10:24 to go in the second quarter. Beautiful night for high school football. A little bit of a breeze. Oliger with a deep kick. No chance to return this one. No surprise. 1st and 10. Effingham from its own 20-yard line.
You know what, Effingham doesn't need to overreact here and try to go for a home run ball to Duncan or do something that's outside of what they normally do. But they need to have a good drive here to get back in this football game.
And there's, how long was that scoring drive, Adam?
A very long 12 seconds.
It was long for Effingham, yes. 76-yard touchdown there for Mount Zion, London. That was pretty impressive. All right, 1st and 10 from the 20. Shackleford. Hands off to Woomer.
The ball carrier.
Gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And Mount Zion really crowded the line of scrimmage now, almost daring Shackleford to try to throw the football, because they believe they're doing a good enough job on the outside with Duncan that he's not going to be a factor either.
And let's go down to the sidelines. Nico?
Thanks, guys. I was just on the Mount Zion sideline, and it is brimming with confidence and a sense of urgency on that second down play that Effingham ran on the previous possession. I heard the coaches challenging the offensive line. We got to get this ball back and go down and punch in another one. It took just one play to make this a 14-point ball game.
Shackleford to Duncan, and Duncan gets the reception and a first down. That's a Brant Professional Agriculture first down for the Hearts, and that's just what they needed.
Yeah, definitely. Need a sustained drive here. They need to get back in the end zone. Mount Zion's shown that they can strike quickly, and they don't want this game to get away from them.
And if they can get Duncan involved, as they did there, that will help them tremendously, no doubt.
Again, good job by Shackleford to deliver a strike like that rolling to his left.
Effingham from their own 34. Just to give to Woomer. The handoff almost went to the Braves defense there.
Yeah, Sage Davis.
Right there.
He's used to taking handoffs. He was right there to get that one. And Woomer was lucky to even get back to almost the line of scrimmage, because Davis was on him quickly. Again, Mount Zion's got a lot of people at the line of scrimmage to where they're almost outnumbering the Effingham offensive line. They got to start moving around and try to get to the outside or look to throw the football a little bit more.
So 2nd and 11. He lost a yard on the play. Shackleford in the gun. Back to throw. As time steps up, in trouble. by who? None other than Sage Davis.
He can do a little bit of everything. Where Mount Zion got lucky is the defender that was on Christian Duncan actually slipped and fell, but because they have two guys watching him, there was somebody else to pick him up, or that could have been a huge play.
So 3rd down and long for Effingham. I mean, we've got some great players on both sides, both teams tonight. We talked about that. Not just on offense, there's some good defensive players too.
Yeah, Mount Zion's done a great job defensively all year.
3rd and 14. Shackleford rolls right, looking. Got his man at the 43-yard line. Completion by Tristan Duncan. So they're Duncan on the left, Duncan on the right now. Mix it up a little bit, and
Let's see where they
mark it.
So he's going to be about a yard short. So let's see if they play field position here, if they're going to try to power up and go for this one.
It's going to be an interesting call early in the game. What do you do? 8:07 to go in the second.
A lot of game left, but it looks like Shackleford's out there, so they're going to go for this one.
See if they do, in fact, do a play, or they try to draw them offside. But it looks like they're going to go for it. On 4th and 1 from the 38. Shackleford under center, and what happened?
Got him offside.
Somebody jumped.
Got to watch the football.
Just what you want, right?
Yeah, if you're the Mount Zion coaching staff, you're pretty upset. That's some day one stuff that they teach you. You just keep your eyes on the football.
Well, they're talking about it. So 8:06 to go here in the second quarter. And that's as we suspected. So that's the call. So
4th down play there.
So they'll move the chains. That's a 1st down, and that's a Brant Professional Agriculture 1st down for Effingham. 1st and 10 from the 48. Woomer, left side.
He took a big hit, and the ball came out.
Braves said the ball came out, but no indication from the officials. But one thing I know, Woomer got hit pretty hard and was brought down. He's limping a little bit, I think, there. See if he...
Yeah, hopefully he's okay. He's going to take a breather here.
There are some big players in this game on both sides. You talked about the offensive line. Both of them 280, 290, 300 pounds. Some big blockers.
Yeah.
And defenders. So 2nd and 9 from the 49. Just a gift to Brown and to the 43.
He's going to be pretty close to a 1st down as well.
Logan Brown with the carry. And
be about a half.
This is not going to be. Yeah. Okay.
A half-yard short here.
Not behind the line, I'm going to throw a flag. Okay, please throw a flag on it.
So 3rd and 1 for the Hearts. From the 43-yard line. Just to give to Brown. He had to tuck that away quickly, and he was met quickly by the Braves defense.
Yeah, he was trying to look for a little bit of room. There was a good job of the Mount Zion defensive line to didn't get a lot of penetration, but got a lot of stalemates where nobody was going anywhere. So there wasn't a whole lot of space for him to create something, and they might have gave him about 6 inches on that. But again, they're still very close to a 1st down, and not surprised they're going to go for it here.
So 4th and a long 2. Flag.
I think you're going to get a false start on Effingham.
The Mount Zion sideline certainly thinks that's going to be the call. And they'll wait the call. There we go. And that's what it is. So push them back 5 yards.
So now this is an interesting decision if you're Coach Hefner. Do you go for it, 4th and medium, or do you kick it and play field position? Looks like he's going to kick it and play the field position game. He's not happy about it.
That's a big penalty against Effingham. So now your punt situation, 4th and 6.
Timeout, please.
Yeah.
And if somebody wants timeout,
I think Effingham only has 10 guys on the field.
Dawson Witten was set to punt.
Bruce Wayne is
Only
missing.
got 10 guys.
And Prairie Heart Institute would like to thank our EMS and first responders at tonight's game for being the heart of the community. Thank you for all you do. Prairie Heart Institute thanks our EMS and our first responders at tonight's game. There you go. Thank you very much for being here. We appreciate everything you do. So 5:53 to go in the second quarter. 4th and 6. And the Hearts will punt.
see if the Braves get a chance to return this one. Good kick. And they're not going to return it. The Braves are not going to let it bounce. The Hearts
decent
down at the 16-yard line. And we're going to take a short break. You're watching SEFCU Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. Back with more second quarter action from Mount Zion in just a minute. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Peripheral Institute. Paul Wapple, Adam Anderson, Doug Opperman, our statistician tonight, and the Friday Night Rivals crew. 21-7 Mount Zion with the lead and the ball on first down. A bullet, but Summers' pass is incomplete.
A little high and behind there for Kia. He put a lot of heat on that one.
He really did. So 5:37 to go here in the first half. A lot of offense, some big plays here. 25. Mount Zion. 25 in.
They're really trying to separate themselves here and build a huge lead before we go into halftime. Don't want to give Effingham any hope.
Summers keeps it and met by about half the Effingham Hearts defense, half of the team. So good stop there.
Yeah, again, another direct snap there to Bartles. It looks like involving him in the run game to put him and Sage Davis back there is going to be a big part of the game plan here tonight.
Try to keep Effingham off balance.
Hey, if it's easy, here it is. If it's easy, here it is.
Braves take their time.
Stoney, you go, Mason, you read it.
Has the play,
Stoney,
he's ready.
Go, Mason, read. You go, Mason, read it.
It's 3rd and 11, back to throw. Shackleford does throw, a strike in the middle. Oh, incomplete. Had it, and the last second Bartles just could not hang on to it. He might have been gone.
Yeah, Logan Brown did a good job to stick his hand in here at the very last minute to pop that out right there. Or Bartles could have been taking that one to the house as well.
So fourth.
Very big play there for Effingham.
4th down and punt situation for Mount Zion. Ooh, just gets the punt away. Takes a Braves bounce. Still be good field position, looks like, for right at the 40. So that's where
down to the 40-yard line.
the Hearts will start their next possession. And right now we're going to take a look at the East Bay Fan Cam. Check out some of the fans here tonight, the East Bay Fan Cam. There it is, look at that. We told you, big crowd, we weren't kidding.
Mount Zion's got a very big student section out in full force.
They're loving it.
A lot of good Effingham crowd here too.
Yes.
Just to drive up to Mount Zion.
All right, the East Bay Fan Cam back to action here. Woomer has some room and to the 46-yard line for the junior.
Good to see him out on the field so he wasn't slowed up by an injury or whatever from that last drive. It doesn't look like anything's bothering him anymore, so that's good news.
From the 46. Looking to throw, in trouble, look out! Sage Davis had him wrapped up. I kind of feel sorry for Shackleford there. He had nowhere to go, and he just tried. Two strong-willed players, two strong players there, and Davis got the better of him that time. Watch this.
Davis came off the end there asking a tight end to one-on-one block a player like Sage Davis is not an easy task. So he fought off the blocker and then made a huge play in the backfield.
So it is 3rd and long for the Hearts.
Shackleford's internal clock's got to speed up a little bit because they're bringing heavy pressure on him.
It's the throw. Shackleford goes across the middle. Too much on it. Intended receiver that time was number 9, Holden Lewis. Couldn't make the connection.
Bring up 4th and 10 for the Hearts.
4th and 10, certainly a punt situation for the Hearts.
He's just been a little off here tonight. A little early rushing those throws. I think now the pressure's starting to maybe creep into the back of his mind a little bit. Just got to calm down. Trust that your guys are going to make big plays around you so you can deliver good throws.
Ball on the 40. No pressure on the punt. High kick. And Mount Zion had no interest in returning it. And ball's down at the 33-yard line. So that's where Mount Zion, the Braves, will take over. And tonight at 10:15 on ABC News Channel 20. Get all of your local high school football highlights on News Channel 20's Friday Night Rivals recap with Carly Bell. You see a picture of Carly. She was out here for the preview show and doing some segments during the newscast tonight on.
She took our shrimp boil and ran.
She did. The Mount Zion, some of the fans had a shrimp boil and gave us some, and Carly took it. But she's out shooting highlights and doing all kinds of stuff. Be sure to tune in at 10:15 tonight on News Channel 20. All right, 1st and 10 from the 32 for the Braves. And somebody jumped.
We'll get a free 5 yards here.
So always take those freebies, right?
All sides against the Hearts.
So that'll make it 1st and 5 from the 37 for the home team. Home team, homecoming, and home team's winning.
They've looked very impressive here in this first half.
They have. Summers in the gun. To give to Davis. Breaks a tackle and for 43. Give him 6 on the play.
They're going to give him a first down.
And that is a Brant Professional Agriculture first down after the carry by Sage Davis.
Brought down
He's
by
having
Mason
a real good
Hasty.
season.
Came in tonight with a little over 800 yards rushing. Was over the 1,000-yard mark last year. Fully expected for him to do that again this year.
1st and 10 from the 42. Summers looks to the sideline now. Maybe he's changing the play, it looks like.
Gotta get the snap.
Just gets it away. Davis. He's on the right side. Goes through midfield. 45-40. Look out. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Sage Davis. If that wasn't audible, do that again. What a great call. It's a Young Security touchdown. Another $50 donation to St. Martin de Porres, this week's charity.
Great job by Coach Etherton. If he saw something as they lined up to make the play change and hand that ball off to Sage Davis. But let's be honest, Davis did a lot of that himself. Got to that second level and turned on the speed. Not something you expect from a guy that's 225 pounds. But he took that one the distance. And it's been big plays here tonight that have really keyed this Mount Zion offense.
So Oliger will attempt the point after to try to make it 28-7. And that's what he does. 28-7, Mount Zion leads Effingham in the battle of unbeatens. 2:03 to go in the second quarter. And Friday Night Rivals is available streaming live online. Log on to CW23TV.com and click on the Friday Night Rivals link. You can also find complete game videos and photos from this season's games. CW23TV.com. Yeah, you're not kidding about big plays. They don't do anything small here, do they? The Mount Zion, that's pretty impressive.
You know, it is very quiet over here on the Effingham sideline. I think they're pretty disappointed with how this first half's played out, but still a lot of football left.
That's right. Let's go down to the sidelines. Nico?
Guys, right before that touchdown run, Braden Hiley, I overheard him on the Mount Zion sideline asking if Sage Davis was going to take a play off. He has been making an impact on both sides of the football. Don't think he's been off the field for a play yet. He just asked, is he coming off? Heard one of the coaches say, I don't know. He's a beast. He broke the next play for a very long touchdown run. Sage Davis starting to take this game over offensively and defensively.
Thank you, Nico.
For the Hearts.
Oliger with the kick. And goes in the end zone. Thought it was going to go out of bounds. It did not, so touchback, 1st and 10 from the 20.
Oliger's kick into the end zone for a touchback.
The Hearts.
Be 1st and 10, Effingham on their
Quite
own.
a drive summary there.
The last one was what? The other one was 12 seconds. This was 59 seconds. Not quite a minute, of course.
Getting a little slower.
Yes. 2 plays, 63 yards, and capped by the 58-yard run by Sage Davis to make it 28-7. And the Hearts have to be careful because this one could get away from them pretty quickly. They're already down 21, but there's plenty of time, and they want to get something going before halftime here.
They have the ability to do it. No need to panic. There's a lot of game left, but they just got to keep doing what they're doing.
And Woomer with a good carry, still on his feet.
The ball carrier.
Gets a first down for the Hearts. It's a Brandon Professional Agriculture first down. And a nice pickup on the run there.
Good job by Woomer. I think they're going to speed it up a little bit just because running low on time. As long as Shackleford just calms down and delivers some stronger throws, I just think he needs to get a little confidence in, but that's not going to do it there.
And it wasn't Sage Davis. That time it was number 21, Chad Deaton, the junior defensive lineman who got him.
Again, I wonder if there was a little miscommunication. Shackleford went for a fake on one side. The running back went to the complete opposite. I think there's a little miscommunication up front as well.
2nd down. Shackleford fake throws. Got his man across the middle. Still on feet. Calver. And that's a first down. To Brand Professional Agriculture first down. So
just need more stuff like that for Shackleford. It was a short throw, little play action. He just dumped it over and let his athletes do the rest.
Low snap. Shackleford gets it, throws, complete. Left side, 45, 40, still on his feet, 35, out, he's down to the 34-yard line. Catch that time, the Hearts are moving. Catch that time was Holden Lewis, made by Holden Lewis. First down, it's a Brand Professional Agriculture first down, and the Hearts say this is working, let's go. From the 35, low snap, Shackleford has it, throws. Got his man again, complete. Out of bounds, they'll stop the clock at about the 24-yard line. And that was Woomer with the reception.
Mount Zion's been daring Effingham to do this, to throw the football more. They've been bringing a lot of pressure. Well, the Effingham athletes on the outside are just done a great job on this drive of getting open and getting to where Shackleford can see them open.
And a whistle is the play. Snap to Shackleford, see what the call is.
They're going to call a timeout, actually, on Mount Zion. They got a timeout there before they got the snap out.
So Mount Zion calls its first timeout of the half with 55 seconds to go, and probably a good move there. 2nd and 1, Adam. The Hearts have found a rhythm there and moving, and they don't want to slow it down.
No, and the Braves were definitely on their heels right there. They were kind of caught off guard by the 2 big plays that Effingham had. Got a little bit momentum. You can feel a little bit of life back on this side. Effingham's you're not 7-0 in a bad team. So again, you're down 21. The first half has not gone very well for you, but if you can get some points, whether it be 3 or 7, I think you're going to go into the halftime a little bit happier because you're also going to get the ball when you come out as well. Start the second half.
So 55 seconds to go after the timeout. Let's see what Nathan Shackleford and the Effingham Hearts offense comes up with here from the 26. We got quiet. The officials are talking.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they could be talking about at this point.
You're gonna spot the ball. Now your guess is as good as mine on this one.
Do they think we're at TV timeout? I don't.
And
Not sure what we're.
I'm not sure either, but all right. Well, they put two. Okay.
You said maybe they're at 2 seconds back to the clock. Okay. That makes a little sense at least.
If there's one right side, cuts back. Woomer does. And he's inside the 20. He's inside the. Well, no, he's not. Not quite. Almost inside the red zone. Clock continues to run. Back to throw. Shackleford throws. Left side, complete. Still on his feet. Catch made that time by number 5, Noah Jones. Check that, Mark Parker Wolf, excuse me. So now they're inside the red zone, the locals, Carpenter's local 270 red zone.
But the play before, they did get a Brant professional hand coach.
Thank you. There's so much going on here. So, and now we've got a
Coach Hafner,
timeout.
Hafner is fired up. Took a timeout there to get the clock stopped, but I don't think they had the right play in because he is very fired up right now. But he knows how big of a finish this drive is. He knows they need to get some more points to get back in this football game before halftime.
So it's 2nd and 6 from the 17, 37 seconds, and the Hearts have 1 timeout remaining in the first half. So they've got plenty of time to try to get on the back in the end zone.
Got a lot of people on their feet over here on the Effingham side. Cowbills are starting to get warmed back up.
Yes. It's 37 seconds to go. All right. Shackleford in the gun this time. Now we're ready. Shackleford fakes, throws a strike, intercepted by the Braves. He's got some room down the sidelines. 30, cuts back 35 to 40. Brandon Hiley, the senior, with a big INT, and boy, that takes the wind out of Effingham.
Yeah, Shackleford had some a play action. You just try to dump it. Can't throw those passes behind your receiver though, and he was pretty well covered and threw that one right into Hiley's chest, and he did the rest.
So 26 seconds ago, and Mount Zion 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line.
And we've seen they don't need a whole lot of time to get in the end zone.
12-second scoring drive, 59-second scoring drive. What's 26 seconds, right? We'll see, but that's not what the Hearts want. Let's see how it goes here. 28-7 with the Braves with the lead, and see if they play it safe. I'm going to guess they're not going to. With that offense.
2 timeouts in this offense, you might as well go for it.
And they're not. Summers fires a strike. 45 complete. Across midfield. Hit hard on the play. A flag on the play. The catch was made by Kia.
So that's going to be unnecessary roughness for a peel back block. Now, there's going to be people out there that argue you cannot blindside block players anymore in football. They've done a good job recently to take that out of the game. I know Mount Zion's not going to be happy about it, but that's just where we're at in football nowadays. Coach Etherton's going to ask which official threw it, but you know, in the game of football, to try to take out some injury and some unwanted head issues, plays like that are where a lot of injuries come in because one player has no idea that another one's coming.
All right, so 18 seconds. There's the call. So 18 seconds. Here's the replay.
Take a look at number 18 here on 23. Right, it's going to get called every 2-3 years ago. That's not a penalty, but now it is, and that's just where we are in football, and it's to make the game safer.
So 1st and 10 for the Braves. Summers. Hit hard, goes across the middle, incomplete. Just couldn't quite connect with Bartles on the pass. So 9 seconds to go. 2nd and 15.
He took a big hit there, and that's something you got to worry about.
As I said, he did. He got nailed as soon as just got rid of the ball. Here's a replay. Watch this.
Take a look at the replay. Just took one right straight in the sternum. That's going to tickle, to put it mildly.
So 9 seconds. There's the handoff to Davis, who can break it. 45, 50.
That's
still on his feet.
Outside.
2 seconds, 1 to the last play of the quarter. Still on his feet to the 10. Oh, and out of bounds. Time runs out. Sage Davis almost broke another one for 6.
I think a lot of people on the Effingham sideline were holding their breath right there because he was 10 short yards away from making that a 28-point lead.
Look at this. He is just incredible. Like you said, 225, and he can run.
Yeah, and he had some blockers out in front of him. He did a good job of fighting off a tackle here, and then if he wouldn't have stumbled, I think he would have had a little bit more head of steam that he could have put that one in the end zone.
He is something special. Sage Davis. So we're at halftime. 28-7. The Braves lead the Hearts by 21. And we talked about it, and there's no other way to say it. Big plays, huge plays. Nico, let's go down to the sidelines. Nico, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Mount Zion head coach Patrick Etherton. Coach, big plays running rampant for you guys in the first half. What went into executing those monster home run touchdowns?
You know, our kids just doing a good job executing. You know, starts with our O-line, giving our guy enough time to throw the ball, and then our kids just making some plays. And, you know, they're a really good football team. I mean, Effingham, they're going to come back. They're going to play great in the second half, and our kids got to answer. But right now, I mean, our kids have made some plays, and we've been able to throw the ball down the field, and so we'll see what happens.
How important was an early lead with the home field advantage, and what you guys are hopefully going to be able to close this out with a win in the second half?
You know, it's huge. I mean, they're a really good football team. So for us to get up, and they're more of a running team, and, you know, they got great athletes, but, you know, they're a running team. They're going to run the ball. It's going to take them a little longer to score. So, you know, we felt good when we got up 7, and now, you know, we're up 28-7. We'd like to have got another one there. But our kids are executing right now enough that we're up, and defensively our kids are playing great, and we're doing a great job holding them to 7 points. A team that's averaging over 40 points a game. So, I mean, that says a lot, but, you know, they're well coached. Their kids are going to come out with a little bit of energy and a little enthusiasm, and our kids are hopefully will match it, and we'll have a great second half.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Paul and Adam will send it back up to you in the booth.
All right, thank you very much. And the Landmark Automotive Group halftime report is coming up next on Friday Night Rivals. Stay tuned. See the last play of the half.
Sage Davis, 9 carries, 145 yards in the first half.
You're watching the Landmark Automotive Group halftime report on Friday Night Rivals. Let's go to the sidelines and check in with Nico Heffinger.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with the representatives from Landmark Automotive Group, Nick Short and Gary Payton. Guys, how exciting is this rivalry game, Friday Night Rivals, just the partnership with us and Landmark Automotive?
I don't think you could ask for a better game, and the scoreboard shows exactly the way we wanted it to go, 28-7 Mount Zion, so go Braves. We're both alumni there, and we couldn't be more excited to join you guys and the Mount Zion Braves here on the Friday Night Rivals, so it's so very exciting.
Gary, this is the second game that you've been able to come to for a halftime interview. What's this atmosphere been like?
It's outstanding. You can't beat high school football. It's just a great atmosphere, a great bunch of great rivalry, great enthusiasm, and the scoreboard says it all. Go Braves.
All right, and you guys wanted to kind of talk about what kind of separates Landmark from maybe some other auto dealerships as well.
Yeah, what makes Landmark special is we have what's called the Pre-Owned Promise Plus. And inside the Pre-Owned Promise Plus, we have the 90-day exchange. What that means is you could buy a vehicle, decide that you don't like it within 90 days, and bring it back. When you bring that back, you get exactly what you paid for anytime within the first 90 days. So some places like offer 7-day exchanges. That's 3 months to exchange your vehicle to make sure it's right for you and the family. It's just an amazing thing that we offer, showing why Landmark, you truly do better.
What kind of went into a decision like that? Obviously, you know, a week's not a long time to really decide anything.
It's just this philosophy of taking care of your customers. They'll take care of you. They'll drive for miles around to see us there, and it's just real people making it real easy.
All right, and both you guys Mount Zion alums, are we predicting Mount Zion's going to hang on to this one in the second half?
For sure, I think they could double up the scoreboard.
I'm not a gambling man, but if I was, I'd say yes.
All right, there you have it. We got a fun game. We got a fun interview with our Landmark Automotive reps. Paul and Adam will send it back up to you in the booth.
Thank you very much, and thanks to the great folks at Landmark Automotive Group. Appreciate that. And earlier today, CEFCU presented Mount Zion High School with a $500 donation to say thank you for hosting tonight's Friday Night Rivals matchup. CEFCU will make a $500 donation to each Friday Night Rivals host school throughout the season for use for their general fund. CEFCU is proud to support our communities, our schools, and our students with Friday Night Rivals. Thanks to Mount Zion. And we're going to take a break. You're watching the Landmark Automotive Group Halftime Report on Friday Night Rivals. Back with more halftime action activities in just a minute. Welcome back to the Landmark Automotive Group Halftime Report on Friday Night Rivals. Paul Wapple, Adam Anderson, 28-7 Mount Zion over Effingham. And right now we're going to go down, check in with Nico.
Thanks, guys. I got some representatives from both schools, and I think the most people we've had during an interview. We got Kurt Roberts, the principal of Effingham, and we got some members of the Tribe program at Mount Zion. Who all do we have over here?
I'm Cheryl Warner, principal at Mount Zion High School.
Nikki Kiefer, counselor.
I'm Kyle Osborne. I teach high school social studies.
Jill Clifton, English. Elisa Lewis, academic liaison.
All right, there we have it. So what exactly is the Tribe program designed to do at Mount Zion?
So the Tribe is a freshman mentoring program run by our junior and senior students. It's part of a nationally based program called the Link Crew. We call it the Tribe here at Mount Zion. We have approximately 55 juniors and seniors that basically help our freshmen transition into high school by offering strong study skills, social experiences, social emotional support, and really just a sense of belonging. This year is the second year of the Tribe. It's grown much larger, and it has follow-up components that occur all throughout the year. So our students basically are pushing into classrooms with freshmen, teaching lessons, and the coordinators that are with us here tonight all chair a particular committee that is a student-led committee that is brand new this year that we're very excited about. I'd like them to have a chance to just kind of tell what their committees are.
All right, we'll get to that in 1 second. Don't want to leave Kurt hanging over here. We'll come right on back. Kurt, Effingham, well, how exciting is this partnership with Friday Night Rivals and getting just a great rivalry game televised for the community?
Well, the Mount Zion Effingham rivalry has been going on for a long time. I've been in the Effingham School District for over 20 years, and I can name game after game after game. And so being able to bring in the Friday Night Rivals part of that just makes it that much more exciting and kind of a game that everybody looks forward to during the season.
All right, so now we're going to get back. We've got, so there's certain subgroups then of the Tribe. So what is everyone's kind of part taking over in that?
Well, there's 4 different committees. There's the hospitality committee, and one of the things that we've set up around the school are boxes where students can recommend the name of a student or a community member or even a staff member that may have experienced a loss or have some sort of need. And then the hospitality committee will go about once a month and take a pie to that person and offer condolences to the family and let them know that we're here to support them in whatever way they might need. So that's one of the committees, and I'll let her talk about some of the others.
So I am part of the transfer committee, and we welcome in new transfer students throughout the year, freshmen through seniors. One of the leaders is assigned to that new student, gives them a tour, a welcome kit. They'll check in with their teachers later on to see how they're doing. But yeah, we just like to welcome in new students to the Brave community.
All right, and what else are we doing with the Tribe then?
We have the social and media committee. Our students plan social events with the freshmen, such as tailgates and Cocoa and Cram.
We are the academic team, and we go in and teach the lessons to the freshmen, and we do lessons everything from like what to expect during homecoming week to decision making and how to handle stress.
All right, and speaking of stress, I think I lost Kurt over here. So Kurt, as well as football, understand we got the golf team out at state this week as well.
Absolutely. Our girls golf team qualified for state in the first time in school history, and they were playing actually in the area today. If I'm not mistaken, they're here tonight somewhere. I can't really tell you exactly how they've all played out today because I don't know that result yet. So.
All right, well, hopefully we're going to have a phenomenal game. Sounds like the Tribe program is doing well. Exciting things out at Effingham. Paul and Adam, we're going to send it back up to you.
Thank you very much. All right, and we'll let you know that throughout this Friday Night Rivals season, Steak and Shake will recognize an exceptional senior student athlete from each participating school with a plaque presentation prior to each game. This week's Steak and Shake scholar athletes are Mason Hasty from Effingham. And Mason has a grade point average of 3.77, plays football, and is president of the Spanish club. Mason volunteers helping young football players in JFL. Actually, that's from Mount Zion. And sorry about that. And from Effingham, that was Sage Davis, and this is Mason Hasty. There's Sage, take a look at that. All right, and then from Mount Zion, or check that, from Effingham, Mason Hasty. Mason has a grade point average of 3.77, plays football, and is president of the Spanish club. Mason volunteers helping young football players in JFL. And Sage Davis from Mount Zion, a GPA of 3.99, plays football, plans on attending Minnesota State. Sage volunteers with church missions and Feed My Starving Children. These students are also eligible to win a $5,000 scholarship to be presented at the end of the season, courtesy of Steak and Shake. Steak and Shake is proud to support and encourage exceptional student athletes across Central Illinois. Congratulations to both of this week's Steak and Shake Scholar athletes, Mount Zion's Sage Davis and Mason Hasty from Effingham. And right now, we're going to hear from the folks at Steak and Shake.
Hi there, everyone. Meteorologist Brian Sherman here for Friday Night Rivals. Once again, talking about our scholar athlete. I'm joined by Angie Cronister, General Manager at the South Dirksen Steak and Shake. Angie, how are we doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. Exciting that you guys have a partnership with us for Friday Night Rivals. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I know we honor one athlete of the week. And then at the end of the season, they get entered into a chance to win a $5,000 scholarship.
And that kind of leads into that partnership for that $5,000 scholarship. Really exciting that you guys are offering that. What a great reward for someone that's wanting to go into higher education. What else is the Steak and Shake over on Dirksen doing to help support the community?
Well, in the past, we have done a coat drive where you could bring in coats or hats and gloves. We donate those to families in need. We're doing a roundup where we were rounding up for a certain charity, and we're not doing that anymore, but that's something we have done in the past.
How successful has that roundup been?
It actually turned out pretty well.
How much do you know? Off the top of your head, how much is raised?
I want to say maybe a couple thousand.
Oh, that's awesome. Who did it go to?
It went to the Minnie O'Byrne Crisis Nursery.
Oh, that's awesome. Do you guys have anything planned in the future? I know you were mentioning the coats and hats thing, but anything else you may be looking at down the road?
They haven't mentioned anything, but I do believe if you still bring in coats, hats, gloves, things like that, I'm sure we could figure out where to get those to the kids that might need those.
And anything else that you guys are doing during the month of October right now? Any specials going on?
We do have weekly specials at the moment. We're every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Mondays is a Frisco melt with fries and a drink and a cookie for $7.50. Wednesday we have endless fries, and Friday we are doing a family feast, which is 4 double cheeseburgers with 4 fries, 4 cookies, and 4 classic shakes for $30.
That is making me really hungry right now, talking about burgers and shakes. Something good for a Friday night.
Yes.
Angie Cronister, thanks so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll send it back to you guys.
All right, thank you to Steak and Shake. And we'll take a break. You're watching the Landmark Automotive Group Halftime Report on Friday Night Rivals. Back with more from Mount Zion in just a minute. Landmark Automotive Group Halftime Report on Friday Night Rivals. I'm Paul Wapple, Adam Anderson. Halftime, of course, here in Mount Zion. 28-7, the Braves lead the Effingham Hearts. And we have some highlights in the first half, and there were some big plays, some big scores. Adam, and take a look at some of them now.
Yeah, Sage Davis gets us started off early. Just a simple 20-yard run there. And then Shackleford came back with the keeper and snuck right in the end zone. We had a tight ball game.
And then the Braves took off with some big plays here. Watch this one. Comes back, makes the adjustment, and cuts back to some great plays there and goes in the end zone.
That was just the start of the big play triple threat here. Because come right back and he hits Drew London across the middle. As you can see, he did the rest there.
And here's Sage Davis 225 pounds.
Just the footwork there, the agility he had there in the backfield to get some, make some more room to get that opening, and then he just did the rest with the speed, and he was a few seconds away from taking one to the house, 10 and a half.
Let's go down the sidelines. Nico.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Effingham head coach Brett Hefner. Coach, not the start you guys were hoping to get. What was the message to your guys during the break?
I think the big thing, we just got to keep playing one play at a time. We've been in situations like this before. You can't worry about the score. You just play the next play and put your head down, play for 2 quarters, and see where you end up.
Not a position you guys have been in yet this season. What are you hoping to see from your guys in the second half?
I think the big thing, we got to tackle better. We just got to execute better. We had too many mistakes. Defensively, we got too many times we've had 2 guys in the same gap. They've made some big plays through the air. We were in phase and in good position, just didn't get the ball out. And then offensively, we just haven't executed. When you play really good people, you don't get a whole lot of chances to make plays. And, when you get those chances, you got to make them. So we just got to execute better offensively, and then defensively, we got to tackle better.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Paul and Adam, we'll send it back up to you.
All right, thank you very much. And right now, we're going to take a look at some Friday Night Rivals and Thursday Night Lights. Great moments from across the country. Check these out.
Here's Fleming once again, trying to get to the edge and upfield, and he will! Brandon Fleming! He's still on his feet, inbounds, diving to the pylon! Line view. Still in. Still in.
He's in.
Dancing down the sideline.
Defender been one, got a foot down. That's a lateral. That's too high. He's going to throw it. And that's nobody on this side of town. It's going to be a walk to Kennelly Road.
Impressed tonight in the showing. Mukamu flushing out right, throwing it back across the middle. Dangerous pass in and out of the Berkeley hands. Received by DJ Matthews. And another.
Flaherty's got him, man, way downfield, but he overthrows him. That may get picked. It does get picked. An outstanding catch. Under 2 minutes to go. Wow, that's a great catch.
Snap. Low, falling out of Demoy Kennedy, able to pick it up, and now rolling up the near side to the 30. Will they catch him? Kennedy, 30, 20, 95 yards.
And a beautiful throw, put enough air under it, and a one-handed catch as he brought it in.
Gorella on a boot all the way to the right, fires, and it's caught. Let's see what happened. It was deflected, and he caught it. Get the heck out of here. On his back.
Wow. Oh, outstanding. Love watching those. Great plays there. All right, we'll take a break. You're watching the Landmark Automotive Group halftime report on Friday Night Rivals from Mount Zion. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute. I'm Paul Wapple along with Adam Anderson. We are in Mount Zion and just about set to get the third quarter underway. The home team, the Mount Zion Braves, lead the Effingham Hearts 28-7 after some big plays and a lot of offense in that first half, and both teams undefeated, and Effingham has their work cut out for them, Adam.
They do, and Coach Hefner, said everything he needed to say. It's one play at a time. They didn't execute, and what I took out a lot of that, when you play great teams, you don't get them many opportunities, and when you do get an opportunity, you got to take advantage of it. So hopefully they made some adjustments, and we'll see what they do here on offense to get started here in the second half.
Rolls into the end zone, be first and 10.
Oliger with the kick out of the end zone, so it'll be first and 10 from the 20. And here is the forecast for the second half, brought to you by Backyard Leisure. Hot tub, you need it. 51 degrees. It feels a little cooler than that. And I'll tell you what, we could use a hot tub right about now. It's getting a little chilly out here.
I don't know about that. This is the coldest 51 degrees I've ever felt. I think Doug and Paul would agree with that.
Yes, but Sarah Converse, meteorologist, she knows her stuff. She's on it.
I believe her.
It's all good. I do too. It's just us, right? All right, first and 10 from the 20. And there's the handoff to Woomer.
Woomer, the ball carrier, brought down by Bender, along with Jacob May.
So you talked about it, like you said, that obviously the Effingham gets the ball first, and they need to get something going.
Yeah, and I wonder if they go back to a little bit more play action pass. Shackleford did throw an interception there late in the first half, but they had a lot of success doing that. Maybe they need to go back to it to loosen up this Mount Zion defense.
And second down, left side. Pretty good run there by Shackleford.
Got enough there for a first down, yeah.
And that will be a Casey's General Store first down.
You know what, he's got some speed. He just ran a few times there in the first half, so I wonder if maybe he'll be part of their equation to get him more involved in the running game now.
So first and 10, ball on the 31. Shackleford under center. Zion shows the blitz and the handoff to Woomer.
Woomer, the ball carrier.
Very 30 to be in. Drew London timed up the snap, and he was in the backfield as the ball was being handed off.
He was coming.
He was picked up there late by Gillum. So he would have been shaking hands with Woomer as he took the handoff.
So second and 12, loss of a couple.
That's not what Effingham needs on first down is a negative play or a no yardage play. They need to be better on first down if they're going to get back in this football game.
Woomer, nope, Shackleford keeps it.
Ball's out.
And it's loose. The Braves say they have it.
Shackleford on the carry as a fumble on the play.
They're going to call it
for the signal.
Third down, yep.
So the ball was down. Play was down, so that's not what Effingham needs. Once 10:52 to go, just underway here in the third quarter. Look at this.
Surprise, surprise. Sage Davis was the one that punched that ball loose.
What a night he's having. That ball was clearly loose.
So Shackleford is reading Davis on that play, whether he keeps it or gives it. Well, Sage Davis is quick enough to give you one read and then still be able to make a play on the other, and that's exactly what happened there.
So third and 12 from the 30 for the Hearts. Shackleford rolls, looks to throw, and no, not going to happen. The Braves defense right there. Jacob May, the 5'9", 200-pound senior, with the play. So punt situation for Effingham.
Yeah, just not having any luck there on pass protection. May actually got behind Shackleford and then recovered to come back and make the sack as he was rolling out. Just hasn't been a whole lot of room for Shackleford to make some plays passing the football here tonight.
Punt, not a great punt. Rolls out of bounds at about the 45-yard line, so no return opportunity, but excellent field position for Mount Zion.
Yeah, that one kicked it high up on a shin, so didn't get a good strike on it. It's going to give Mount Zion very good field position to start the second half.
We've got some scores, Adam.
Last update I had was SHU was up 42-10 on Jacksonville. That game was at halftime. Chatham Glenwood was up 48-0 on Southeast. I believe that game was also at halftime, and that's all I got.
All right.
I had a 42-8 Williamsville over Pittsfield.
It's not a final, still playing.
Not a final. Yeah, that one
okay.
was in the
all right.
midway through the third quarter.
All right, first and 10 from the 46 for Ashton Summers and Mount Zion. Give to Davis, up the middle to the 49. Gets 3, make it 2nd and 7. And you know, anytime he gets the ball, he touches that ball, you just don't know. With Davis, he could be a little deceptive. Obviously, he's a big guy, but we talked about that, the speed. He is deceptive.
Yeah, well, I think you're going to get a little shift here on Mount Zion, so that will push him back 5 yards. You know, Coach Hefner talked about making you got to tackle better. Well, it's easier said than done on a guy like Sage Davis, being 6'1", 225 pounds, and he's a very strong 225 pounds too.
So they do push him back 5 yards. First and 15 now for Mount Zion. They lead 28-7 here in the third. Braves in no hurry to get this play off. Still have plenty of time on the play clock. Summers looks to throw, goes deep right, got a man open. And I don't know.
I
thought there might be a flag on that play for Face guarding, but intended receivers was Christian Kea. And that was somewhat similar to he had to make an adjustment, but he couldn't quite get it this time. And fans are booing on the other side.
You're Effingham, you're lucky that pass interference was not called. That's clearly a face guarding. He threw his hands up a little too early, maybe because the ball was underthrown a little bit. So I don't know. That's a tough call right there.
So 2nd and 15 for the Braves.
But again, he got behind the defense. They were lucky that nothing big did happen right there.
So give to Davis. Looks for a hole. Not one this time. Hart's snuffed that one out. Give him a yard. So make it 3rd and long.
Looks like Effingham's made some adjustments up front too to slow him down and not let Davis get room once he gets to that 2nd level, because that's where he's done his damage. They are tackling better.
3rd and 12. Summers.
He's getting a change of play here from Coach Ellerton.
The clock down to 5. Back to throw. Summers looks left. Wobbly pass. Incomplete. Intended receiver was Jace Booker.
The pass was tipped as it came out of Summers' hands. But Booker didn't have much room to do anything anyways. They were all over him on that screen pass.
So the Hearts hold, and that's what they need to do. And 4th and 12, punt formation for Mount Zion. Braden Hiley, the punter. Just gets it underway. Pretty high kick, good kick. Oh, takes a great bounce for the Braves inside the 10. And they down it at the 9-yard line. So.
Hiley's punt down inside the 10-yard line.
And we'll take a short break. You're watching SFU Friday Night Rivals on CW23. Back with more from Mount Zion in just a minute. Welcome back to SFU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute. 3rd quarter action from Mount Zion. On 1st down, there's the carry. Woolmer. Not much that time for the Hearts.
On their running team, they're not going to completely go away from what they do and what their identity is, but might see maybe a few more play actions to move Shackleford around and not just take drop back passes, because I think that's where Mount Zion's getting to him. But they got to loosen up the Braves defense a little bit.
2nd and 7. Rolling is Shackleford, looking, throws toward the sidelines, and it goes in sidelines out of bounds. Incomplete.
Again, I think Shackleford, because of the pressure he was getting off the edge, was about a second late on trying to deliver that ball to Duncan, because Duncan came out of his break and had some separation, but because of the defender, I don't know if Shackleford could even see him.
So it'll be 3rd and 7 after the incompletion from the 12. The Hearts trailing 28-7. Again, both teams undefeated, 7-0 entering this game. Shackleford in the gun, looks to throw. He does throw, complete across the middle. Still on his feet. He can go 30, 35, 40 down the sidelines and out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. So Tristan Duncan with the reception, and that is a Casey General Store 1st down.
Talked about Duncan earlier. He doesn't need a whole lot of space, and if you give it to him, he can turn it into a big play. Great job by Duncan to give a little spark to this Hearts sideline so he can get back into this game.
They marked the ball to 43, 1st and 10. Fakes, now he throws. Oh, incomplete. A little too much that time for the intended receiver. Number 5, that's Parker Wolf.
Yeah, just a little too much on that one. And that one's going to sting because he had Wolf open. Maybe picked up a good chunk of yardage if he makes that catch.
2nd and 10 now for Effingham. Gonna throw again. Shackleford.
Got time this time.
Still looking. See if they come here. Out of bounds. Couldn't quite do it. That's a tough play to make. The intended receiver that time was Cameron Calver, but
I was trying to motion it at Calver. And usually you teach your receivers, if your quarterback rolls your way, you cut your route off and you come back to him. It's kind of like meeting a pass in basketball or meeting the cutoff man in baseball. You got to come back to where your quarterback is just so he can see you and deliver that football to you. And Effingham with great protection that time, and he actually had more than enough time to step out and survey the field. But good job by Mount Zion to have good coverage and not let anybody open.
And that was a good way to explain that. You threw in basketball and baseball. I am impressed. That was really good. Seriously, 3rd and 10. Looking again, Shackleford. Somebody get open. He says, oh, he is hit and down. Hard at the 38-yard line. Just nothing. Nobody open.
No. And I think there was maybe at one point, Kristen Duncan started blocking because I think he thought Shackleford was just going to take off running right there before he slowed down. And that might have been the smarter play for him. He was running out of real estate. He was getting closer to the sideline. And he had heavy pressure coming from the Braves on his backside. So I think some of his receivers just cut off their routes and started turning and blocking, thinking he was going to pull the ball down and start running.
Dawson Witten, the punter for Effingham on 4th and 14. There's the kick, and will it be returned? Nope. It'll be downed at the 26-yard line, so that's where Mount Zion will take over on offense. And we're going to take a short break. Back with more on SEFCU Friday Night Rivals from Mount Zion. Stay with us. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute. I'm Paul Wappel along with Adam Anderson. Doug Opperman keeping statistics tonight for us, and the Friday Night Rivals crew. 5:50 to go in the 3rd quarter. Mount Zion leading Effingham 28-7. This is for the conference championship, the Apollo Conference Championship. And Sage Davis goes to the right side, and look out when he gets the ball. Still going, cuts back in bounds, and then he's finally pushed out of bounds at the 46-yard line. That's a first down, pickup of about 20, and they'll move the chains, and that's a Casey's General Store first down for the Braves.
Well, we had just talked about them tackling better. I don't think they didn't do a great job on that drive, or on that play right there, but again, for one guy to bring down a player like Sage Davis is a tall order.
It really is. He is something.
Loves to be in the weight room and work out and really put forth effort to get better, and that's a testament to all the younger athletes. If you can get in the weight room, they didn't call offsides.
The Braves players are like, what are you doing? You didn't call a penalty. But no flag. 1st and 10 from the 45. There's Davis again. Well, they brought him down. Took about 3 players. They did it. Not much that time.
You know, Mount Zion's lucky, but I do think an Effingham player broke the neutral zone, so did jump off sides. It was not called. He got back
Luke
pretty
hasn't
quick,
tightened down
so
for 2 years.
Not sure if the official saw it, but they're lucky the receivers who were clapping and excited about it didn't move, or it could have been a penalty against the Braves.
Yeah, I haven't seen that very often where the players will do that.
Usually you get a little bit more freedom on offense because you can say you're going in motion or you're adjusting your stance, but you never know in high school football.
Davis with a hard-fought 2 yards. 2nd and 8 for the Braves.
Looks like we're going to get an audible here from...
Done that quite a bit tonight. Davis left side this time. Not quite to midfield. Give him a couple of yards. We have 3rd and about 6. 4:34, clock running here in the 3rd quarter. It's cooled off a little bit. Not real breezy or anything, but just a chilly. And a perfect night for high school football.
Yeah.
In October.
This is football. Last week I would say was a little cold for
extreme, yes, for October.
For October football weather. This is what, when you think about October football in Illinois, this is what you think about.
3rd and 6 for Summers. Looks to the sidelines again. Gonna pass. Too much across the middle. I think the intended receiver that time was Bryson Bartles, number 25.
Yeah, he had
bang play, but couldn't.
Was trying to step into it, had some pressure, and again just floated that one a little high for Bartles. But again, great job by Effingham. They're 2 for 2 on really not letting this Mount Zion offense do much at all here in the second half.
Braden highly into punt for Mount Zion.
Effingham just needs to get something going offensively when they get the football back.
Come on. And they're coming, just gets kicked away. Not a good kick. Had a lot of pressure. So the Braves down it at the 32-yard line. Earlier this week, we spoke with Prairie Heart Institute. Take a look at tonight's Heart of the Game message brought to you by Prairie Heart Institute.
Today I'm joined with Dr. Colleen Moore, a vascular surgeon at Prairie Cardiovascular, here to talk about peripheral arterial disease. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So for those who may not be familiar, tell us a little bit about this disease and what we should know.
Peripheral vascular disease is a vascular and arterial disease that affects the blood vessels outside the heart, typically associated with blood vessel disease in your legs, can also be in your neck. And so that's what we treat and take care of.
And let's talk about some of the symptoms and risk factors that we should be aware of with this disease.
The risk factors for developing peripheral arterial disease are similar to those for cardiac disease. It's high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, age, and smoking are the big risk factors. The things that we look for in patients are people who go to walk and they develop calf cramping and can't walk any farther because their calves hurt. And those would be the early warning signs of peripheral vascular disease.
Now, is a disease like PAD something that is prevented?
It's not typically or you can prevent it, I guess, by not smoking, managing your blood sugars, and keeping your cholesterol levels low.
Okay, and let's also talk about the treatment options that are available for this disease.
Treatment options for peripheral vascular disease include some medications to help it from progressing. We don't have any medications that reverse it, but we can keep it from progressing. Other things would be exercise therapy. So we have some structured exercise programs where people can come walk, similar to cardiac rehab, and help strengthen those leg muscles and arteries. Lastly, if it progresses to the point where you need something done, there are surgeries or other non-invasive therapies we can do.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Moore, for joining us and sharing all this information with us about peripheral arterial disease.
All right, thank you very much. Appreciate that, Prairie Heart Institute. And how about that reception there? They moved the chains. Big play there. That's a Casey's General Store first down after the completion.
Yeah, Gillum out of the backfield.
So 1st and 10 from the 45. Low snap.
Yeah, there's a
quick
lot
snap,
of miscommunication there.
And Shackleford throws it and out of bounds, incomplete.
He didn't even have his mouthpiece in that play when I think Coach Hefner was still talking to him. I don't know if the center heard something and snapped the football. Yeah, a lot of miscommunication there on that first down play. We're lucky to just get out of there and be at 2nd and 10.
Yes, with an incompletion. So it is 2nd and 10, as you mentioned.
I think Coach Hefner wanted to get up and get going, and
.243 to go in the 3rd. Shackleford takes the handoff, fires, almost intercepted, in and out of the hands that time. No chance better chance for Mount Zion. Brandon Hiley, the senior, with a chance.
Would have been his
hang on to it.
2nd interception tonight. And again, on those kind of bang plays, you got to get that ball out in front, or it could have been maybe potentially a touchdown going the other way.
Stop the clock injury coming up. Check that Effingham player coming off.
Ethan Huss.
So Ethan Huss coming off. It's a foot or ankle or something, so Hopefully he's okay. 3rd and 10, ball on the 45 of Mount Zion. Shackleford. Oh. Guess who? Sage Davis, number 22.
I mean, Effingham might start seeing this guy in their nightmares now. He has done everything he could he's been all over the field, offensively, defensively. He's fighting off 2 blockers right there to get in and make the sack, and then he's going to turn around and play offense as well. He's been all over the field. He's the boogeyman for Effingham here.
Well, I tell you what, I'm not sure he does it all. I think he was taking tickets tonight as well.
He might have been helping that shrimp boil over there. We're not real sure.
Probably. There's the punt. And will not be returned.
Took a good bounce.
Yes, it does. And earlier tonight, SEFCU recognized an exceptional volunteer from the home school with a plaque prior to the game. This week's SEFCU volunteer of the game is Dave Cooper. Dave has been the football equipment manager for 44 years. He's been a huge supporter of the football program and cares about each and every player. Mount Zion Athletics appreciates everything Dave has done. Congratulations to tonight's SEFCU volunteer of the game, Dave Cooper. Thank you, Dave. Congratulations, and well deserved. All right. 1st and 10 from the 12. For the Braves, Sage Davis goes right. Still on his feet. To about the 17-yard line.
Just pushed him out of bounds there. But still got about 5 or 6 yards. Again, the positive plays that they're having on 1st down has benefited their drives tonight. But Effingham's held strong here in the 2nd half. They made some adjustments, you can tell up front, to try to take Davis out of this football game.
Summers on 2nd and 4. Takes his time. There's the handoff up the middle on his feet. Sage Davis to the 30, close to the 30. That's a 1st down. It's Casey's General Store 1st down for Mount Zion. They will move the chains. Davis just kind of slowing that play and took off. And
slow play.
Like that,
he waited for his walkers. He was very patient. He's got 15 carries for 187 yards here tonight, to go along with 3 or 4 sacks as well.
Pretty big night for Sage Davis.
He wants that conference championship. That'd be a big win for Mount Zion.
From the 29, Davis goes left. Ball come loose. It did come loose. Effingham says they have it. I think they do. And they do. The Hearts, that's what they needed. That's what they needed, a turnover. So they do get the fumble. Davis with a fumble. The Hearts have the ball. Let's see if they can capitalize, Adam.
Yeah, let's take advantage of the short field here. Take a look at the replay. Just got away from it. And a guy like Sage Davis, his greatest strength is also a weakness. He's going to fight so hard to get those extra 2-3 yards when guys are trying to tackle him. That gives the advantage of guys to come in and try to punch the ball loose. That's exactly what happened right there.
So with 1:05 to go in the 3rd, let's see if the Hearts can capitalize. From the 32. Wilmer. Maybe a yard, tripped up on the play. Let's see if they... No, they're not going to go quickly. I thought they might speed things up a little bit, but
Egan Bennett was in there quickly on that one. And
so 2nd and 9 for Effingham. They trail 28-7.
This is a big opportunity for them right here.
Shackleford, back to throw. This time,
got him open.
Tip complete. Inside the 20 to the 15, out of bounds at the 12. Cameron Calber with the reception, and they will move the chains. That's a Casey's General Store 1st down for the Hearts.
play action pass, and I think they need to do that a little bit more to try to loosen up the defense.
And the Hearts are inside the Carpenters local 270 red zone. With that first down. So 1st and 10 from the 12. The Hearts can get a first down without scoring. Woomer up the middle. Hard fought couple of yards maybe.
Just a mass of bodies there, but that's going to do it here for the 3rd quarter.
All right, we're through 3. Mount Zion leads 28-7, but Effingham might be scoring. They're on the march, or marching. We'll take a break. You're watching SEPQ Friday Night Rivals on CW23. Stay with us. Welcome back to SEPQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute. 2nd and 7 for Effingham. They trail 28-7. Shackleford goes to the end zone. Overthrew his man a little bit, incomplete. Cameron Calvert, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 3rd and 7 from the 10.
Just off the tips of his finger, just couldn't make a connection there at the simple fade route. He had leverage to the outside, just couldn't bring it in.
So trailing by 21, the Hearts desperately need to get on the board. Another score on the board, I should say.
They can get a first down.
Ball on the 10. 3rd down. This is a big 3rd down. Shackleford looks left, scrambles.
He's got some room.
If he keeps it, he does keep it. Goes down the sidelines, and is he in? Is he making it? Touchdown, Hearts! Nathan Shackleford, and that's a $50 donation, courtesy of Young Security, to this week's charity, St. Martin de Porres in Springfield.
Great job by Shackleford. He had pressure and fought it off, but he needed to get to the outside, and he finally pulled the ball down and took off, and one good juke move, and he's diving in the end zone.
So you see the penalty, and I didn't see the holding, but I didn't see the flag.
The flag must have came in on that far sideline because I did not see it.
So the Hearts will try to, there's the call, try to tack on the extra point to make it 28-14. A lot of time left. And here's the extra point attempt. Bo Hefner, and it's up, and it is good. So 28-14. The Hearts are right back in it with 11:49 to go in the 4th quarter.
A lot of ball game left, and they've kept Mount Zion out of the end zone here in the 2nd half. If they can get a stop here and get the ball back, this is still very much a ball game. Take a look at Shackleford, just finally pulled it down and did enough to get in the end zone there.
Good effort there. And let's check out the East Bay fan cam again. And a lot of people are bundled up tonight. Football weather, we talked about that, of course. And a lot of people here. I don't think anybody's left either. We've got a good one. Battle of unbeatens. And like you said, Effingham's done their job defensively, and now they're back in it after scoring a touchdown.
Yeah, they are. Sidelines got a little bit of juice in it, too. They're starting to get the cowbells going again, and that's just what they need.
And they're stomping their feet on the bleachers here on the Effingham side. Ivan Angel with the kick, high kick. Field at the 5, 15, 25 left sidelines, and down to about the 21-yard line. So good coverage that time by the Hearts, and that's where Mount Zion will take over an offense. So see if the Effingham defense can come up again. And there's the scoring summary. Minute 24, 5 plays, 31 yards. And
they benefited from the Sage Davis fumble, but you got to take advantage of a turnover, and haven't had a lot of them here tonight. And they certainly did that.
So 1st and 10 from the 21 with 11:43 to go. just underway in the fourth quarter here in Mount Zion. Homecoming tonight. And the Hearts, their fans are fired up now. Let's see what Summers and company, what they do here on first down. Looks to throw. Fires across the middle, complete. The 40. It's a first down. It's a Grant Professional Agriculture first down. And Bryson Bartles with the reception.
It was a good catch by Bartles in traffic, heavy traffic there to come out with that football, but also just a laser beam throw there by Summers. He's got an impressive arm.
Let's see that. Look what he does.
Fired that one right in there. And again, this was covered decently well by the Effingham defense. So made a big play in traffic.
First and 10 from the 42. Davis, left side, out of bounds at the 46-yard line. Pick up about 4. Bring up second and check the, and Bartles is down.
It just looks like he's got a cramp.
Yes.
Which
calling for the
surprising to see here. And
that's what it is. You see. Yeah. So 11:06 to go in the fourth. After the play there by Mount Zion. Hey, you don't see that.
That means you're playing hard, though.
Right? Yeah, that's exactly right. Bryson Bartles, the junior. He's had a good game. Step off for a play. Hopefully he'll be right back in. So 2nd and 6 for the Braves. Been held scoreless so far here in the second half.
Let's go, D! Let's go, D! To the boundary!
Summers looks, got a man open down the sidelines, overthrew him. He was gone. He was gone. Jace Booker was. A little too much air on it.
Yeah, again, we talked about the impressive arm with Summers. He just got a little too much on that one, got a little too excited because Booker did have a step or two, and he tried to turn on the afterburner to go after that one, just too far out of reach.
So that'll bring up 3rd down and 6 for the Braves. They want to win that conference, Apollo Conference title.
Let's go, D!
3rd and 6. The Hearts need a stop. Summers looks.
Pressure.
Across the middle. Got his man. Complete. Still going. Kia to the 25-yard line. Christian Kia with a big catch. They'll move the chains. That's a Brant Professional Agriculture first down.
Effingham took a chance and came with a heavy blitz up the middle, so that means, again, they're one-on-one on the outside. Summers had just enough time to deliver that ball downfield, and another big play and another first down, and that's probably been the biggest play offensively for Mount Zion this half.
So ball on the 25-yard line for Mount Zion. Fake, Summers does. Goes the end zone, little too much. Intended receiver was Jace Booker. You know, little too much.
Booker kind of let off his route a little bit in the beginning of that and then tried to catch back up. I think if he would have been running full speed the whole time, he would have had an opportunity for that. I think he thought Summers was going to the other side of the field.
So it's 2nd down and still 10 to go. Summers, I think,
getting the play
his shoe or something, get his play.
Yeah, getting the play from Coach Heatherton. They've kind of slowed down the tempo again. You've got a 14-point lead if you can shorten the game. Talk about and feel really confident about what you're doing. It's not a bad idea.
So the give is to Davis. Sage Davis still going. Takes the pile with him.
Flag came out. I think you're going to get a hold.
So that'll Push him back.
Coming in from that back, Judge. There's only one way he can be.
10:18 to go in the game. FQ Friday Night Rivals. Week 8. One more week to go in the regular season.
Just feels weird to already be talking about playoffs.
It really does.
Take a look at the replay. And Effingham's lucky. Sage Davis just fighting off 2-3 guys on that run. Without that penalty, you're looking at a Mount Zion first down.
So 2nd and 20 from the 35-yard line of Effingham. Summers has time, fires across the middle. Oh! Had his man, couldn't hang on to it. He was gone. KO was. He was gone for 6, but couldn't hang on to it.
Yeah, he was open. You got to focus on that one. And I think he might have been a little too excited knowing how open he was, because that's 6 points there for Mount Zion.
Without a doubt, as you see the replay.
Perfectly thrown ball. It just got to bring that one in.
So 3rd and 20 from the 35. Braves get their play. Now they're ready. 6 seconds on the play clock, so they're
going to have to hurry up.
Trying to get it. 2 seconds.
Timeout.
Timeout. They were going to get nailed with a 5-yard penalty for delay of game, so they called the timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching CEFQ Friday Night Rivals. We'll be back with more from Mount Zion in just a minute. Welcome back to CEFQ Friday Night Rivals, presented by Peripheral Institute. I'm Paul Wappel alongside Adam Anderson, as always, and Doug Opperman keeping statistics for us tonight. Week 8 of the high school football season. 10:02 to go in the 4th quarter, and it is 3rd and 20 for the Braves, who have not scored in the 2nd half. Summers throws left side complete this time, down the sidelines to the 21-yard line, and that's Jace Booker with the reception. So that'll make it 4th and manageable. Now, we talked about they've got a good kicker, and he's made a 43-yarder.
Good job here by Booker
and they're going to attempt a field goal, it looks like.
Bolliger's got, we saw him before the game. He's got the leg we had heard about. He's 4 of 7 this year.
This will be a 39-yard attempt. There's a snap, kick is up. And it is good. It is good. How about that? Jonathan Oliger with the kick. That's 3 points. So now 31-14, and that's a big 3 points for Mount Zion.
Yeah, in a game like this, that could be a determining factor. And Oliger just got enough of that one to get over the bar. 39-yard field goal. Again, you don't see that a ton in high school football. Just a junior.
Junior. So we talked about it in the preview show and during the game here, and that's a big weapon. That's a big weapon. We've got a kicker in high school football, so just didn't have a lot of leg left on him. Doesn't matter. Went through. It worked. 3 points. So 31-14, the Braves lead, and some of the players jumping up and down a little bit to stay warm, trying to stay warm, Adam.
Maybe that's what we should do up here.
We could do that.
Final score, Athens 20, North Mac 0. So Athens shuts out North Mac for a big loss last week against Monroe Forsyth.
Oliger who just made the field goal, will kick off for Mount Zion.
Ooh, I think that one.
And it bounces out of bounds, so a lot of leg on that, but there'll be a penalty, of course, so the Hearts will end up with pretty good field position. So 9-17. Effingham has all 3 of its timeouts left, Adam, but they're down 17, so
they're going to have to definitely pick up the pace here. They're going to get decent field position with the ball coming out to the 35-yard line. But I think they're gonna have to pick up the pace. Don't need to completely abandon the run, but I think you're gonna have to be selective. And again, I think you're gonna see Shackleford run the football a little bit more.
Shackleford is the quarterback, senior. Ray Hart's trying to rally his team. The fake was to Woomer, and the fake was to Woomer, but it didn't fake. It didn't work on the Braves defense. They knew it.
And again, it was Sage Davis in the backfield. I called him Effingham's boogeyman. We've been watching a lot of Nightmare Before Christmas, so it's very prevalent this time of year, but he's been all over the place for Mount Zion tonight.
Woomer to the 36. 8:45 to go in the fourth, and yeah, the Hearts are picking up a little bit. Well, it looks like they're picking up pace a little bit. I thought they were. So it's third and 8. And Adam, you're in 4-down territory. I would think we're down 17 with 8:30 to go.
Down 17, ball almost at midfield. I think you just got to keep going for it. So you don't necessarily need all of it right here, but you need to get it pretty close.
Shackleford in the gun. Looks to throw. He's in trouble. Steps up. Going to keep it. Might get that first down. Yes, 40, 45. Cross midfield to the 47. Some good speed shown that time by Shackleford. They'll move the chains. A fresh set of downs, and that is a Brant Professional Agriculture first down with 8:08 to go in the fourth.
Yeah, great job by Shackleford to evade the rush on him, and now they're up on the ball, ready to go.
And Woomer goes left, goes wide, cuts back in, got some room to the 49-yard line, excuse me.
I think you're going to get a hold here against the Hearts.
Let's see if that is indeed the call. Officials talking about it. Quite a few penalties tonight for a Week 8 game. A little surprising. So that'll push them back. The Hearts back 10 yards.
So some final scores around the area. Glenwood 56, Southeast 7.
We have a
Central
final
A&M
score
42,
to announce.
Meridian
Charleston
12.
28, Taylorville 10.
It was a big Charleston. We just heard over the PA. Charleston beats Taylorville 28-10. That's a huge upset in the Apollo Conference. Also a final, Springfield High 27, U High 13.
That was a great block.
Sacred Heart Griffin 55-16 over Jacksonville.
Okay.
And at last check, New Berlin just had a 3-point lead over Pleasant Plains 24-21. That one was in the third quarter.
Pretzels have to have that one, don't they?
Yeah.
Stay in there.
I knew that one would be close.
First and 20 from the 43. And keeping himself, Shackleford does. Cross midfield, 45, 40. Stiff arm and out of bounds at the 35-yard line. He's a heck of a weapon for them, and they'll move the chains to Brant Professional Agriculture first down.
He did a good job, and I think he needs to be involved more in the game plan going forward because he's dangerous on his feet.
Shackleford in the gun from the 43. Check that, 37. Across the middle, complete, or left side complete. Clock will continue to run. Reception by Woomer.
Because they have to pay so much attention to Tristan Duncan with two defenders and they're playing pretty tight, there's going to be openings for Shackleford to make plays and some other receivers to step up, especially Wilmer out of the backfield.
Shackleford running, throws, got to make complete. And a flag on the play down at the 14-yard line is where the ball is after the catch. Let's see what the flag's all about.
It came in late. I don't know if you might get a legal man downfield. Yep. So that one's going to come back against Effingham. I see an offensive lineman went too far downfield.
And that definitely hurts. 7:04 to go in the fourth. Dual man downfield.
It's a 5-yard penalty, so make it 2nd and 7 now.
Clock will Start running again, and now wait, timeout.
Yeah, timeout Mount Zion.
With 7:02 to go. We're going to take a timeout. You're watching SEFCU Friday Night Rivals here on CW23. We'll be back with more from Mount Zion in just a minute. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Prairie Heart Institute. Fourth quarter action, 7:02 to go in the game. Effingham with the ball, trailing. Shackleford dumps it across the middle, got a man wide open, complete, and he's going to go to the 10. 5 cuts back in, touchdown! How about that? So the Heart strike. That's a Young Security touchdown. $50 donation to this week's charity, St. Martin de Porres, after the catch by Jet Gillum.
Gillum did a great job. It was a great play design by Coach Hefner. Rolled to the right, and Gillum just leaped out from the other side of the field and came across. Nobody picked him up. He got a good block downfield, and he did the rest himself. We got ourselves a ball game.
Ivan Angel, extra point attempt, and it is no good. Wide left. And that's a big, big extra point that is missed. So 31-20, although you can still just 2 scores.
Yep, just
conversion.
2-score game.
Touchdown conversion, and you can still come back. So
it's a little bit tougher.
With 6:53 to go. So. And our plaques and trophies this season are provided by K&R Tomahawk Awards and Trophies. Visit them at 1204 South 5th Street in Springfield. Tomahawk Awards and Trophies, 1204 South 5th Street in Springfield. All right. 6:53 left in the game. 31-20. See if the Hearts kick it or try something. Onside kick. Still have 2 timeouts, the Hearts do.
2 timeouts. They got 7 minutes. They have to get 3 and out here on Mount Zion if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
And they kick it deep at the 5. Going this way, 25, 30, shy of the 30, 28-yard line. Booker with the return, number 24 for Mount Zion. So see if the Braves try to eat some clock here.
Yeah, I would expect a heavy dose of number 22, Sage Davis, on this next possession. And like I just mentioned, Effingham needs a 3 and out right here if they want a chance to have enough time on the clock to get back in this football game. So this is a huge drive for both teams. Mount Zion could try to put this one away and put the nail in the coffin. But Effingham's not going to lie down. They've shown that here in the second half, only limiting Mount Zion to 3 points.
1st and 10 from the 28. There's the handoff. Hit hard. To carry that time was Jace Booker.
Down by Stoneburner.
So 2nd and long for the Braves.
Yeah, Sage Davis not in the game.
If he got shook up or something.
Shook up or just needed a breather, but quite a drive not to have him in on.
Through him, Dolphin.
Braves in no hurry.
Come on, Parker.
Back the pass. Well overthrown, and intended receiver was Bryson Bartles. He's surprised they went with a big pass there?
A little bit. I think maybe not having Sage Davis in the backfield right now is throwing off what they want to do offensively, but to stop the clock here and now it's 3rd and long, so you're in an obvious passing situation here.
3rd and 8. 5:55 to go. In case you just joined us, as Mount Zion leads, you see 31-20. This is a battle of unbeaten 7-0. 2 7-0 teams battling for the Apollo Conference Championship. 3rd and 8. It's a big one for Effingham. Mount Zion looks to throw, does throw, hit hard, and a lot of people incomplete. And Summers was hit hard. I don't know how he got that pass off.
No, he took a hard hit, and then we had two Mount Zion receivers run into each other. I'm not sure. There is a flag on the play. I think he might get a
roughing? Pass or
legal shift on Mount Zion.
We got injury timeout too, Coach.
It was 5:55 left before that play, if I recall. But let's see what
legal shift. So that'll get declined. Will be 4th down. I think Bartles and Cahey ran into each other, both trying to go for that football. I don't think either one of them knew they were in the area of one another. And
here's the, you look at the replay, you see the injury right there. Yeah, they just,
players. It's kind of in between them all, but hey, this is huge. That was a huge drive for Effingham. They needed this to get back into the game to at least have an opportunity. That's exactly what their defense did.
Parker Wolf is back to field the punt.
He's moving.
Hiley, a pretty good punt, fair catch called for and made at the 31. So the Hearts have an opportunity. They need to move and move quickly. They trail by 11. The defense has certainly played better in the second half. The Hearts
definitely
defense has
made some adjustments. Maybe got a good speech from Coach Hefner, and they fought and clawed their way back into this football game.
And Friday Night Rivals is available streaming live online. Log on to CW23TV.com and click on the Friday Night Rivals link. You can also find complete game videos and photos from this season's games. 1st and 10 from the 32 for Nathan Shackleford and Effingham. Shackleford looks to throw, goes deep across the middle, got a man wide open, caught it to 20, 15, and inside the 10. How about that? Tristan Duncan called his name now. Big name, big catch, smooth the change. Brent, professional agriculture, 1st down.
Tell you what, they've had him locked down all night. He did a great job of getting knocked behind 2 defenders. I think they kind of fell asleep because he hadn't been much of a factor. But he did a great job to adjust to that football and one, make the catch and then make a run after catch.
And Effingham is inside the red zone. They're inside the local Carpenter's local 270 red zone after the Brant Professional Agriculture 1st down, 1st and goal from the 8. Effingham with the ball. And timing pass. Incomplete in the end zone. Intended receiver was Calver. So clock stops, 5:33 to go. 2nd and goal from the 8. How about a Shackleford run or something? Maybe that would work. We'll see what they come up with.
They did it a lot in a hurry, and that's why we're looking at a very interesting 5 minutes.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. 2nd and goal from the 8. Shackleford has it, looks left, in trouble, scrambling right, running for his life, keeps it, goes out of bounds. Looks like about the 7. Ran a long way, but it could have been a lot worse.
It could have been a lot worse. He had 2 free running Mount Zion defenders bearing down on him, and he did everything he could just to get away from him.
Given 3 yards early, he's at the 5. 3rd and goal from the 5. Obviously, they're in 4-down territory. The Hearts are. They'll mark it at the 6. 3rd and goal from the 6. 5:20 to go in the 4th quarter.
Need to get lined up. Get this snap off. Play clock's running down.
Inside 5 seconds. Shackleford looks left, goes the end zone, a lot on it. Too much that time. Had a man open.
Yeah, he's going to want that one back.
Parker Wolf, the intended receiver, and he had him.
He just rushed it and put a little, didn't put enough air underneath it. I put a little too much heat on it out here. Just got a little too excited, and looks like Effingham's going to try to go for a
field goal.
Field goal here.
So on 4th and 6, you need 11 points. You need a field goal at some point. This will be a 14. They put it to 14, a 24-yard attempt. And this is a huge play in this game, too. Noah Jones for Effingham. 24 yards out. Snap is up. Kick looks good. Plenty of leg, and it is good. So the Hearts come through. They trail 31-23. They're just down a touchdown and a 2-point conversion after the field goal.
Yeah, and he is fired up.
Look at that.
Love to see it. He's ready to get back out there and kick off.
He might kick it to the uprights now. Let's go down to Nico, check in with him.
Hey guys, Christian Cahey banged up on the last Mount Zion possession. Think he ran into his own receiver there. He came on the sideline favoring his left hip. He got it stretched out by the trainer, and as soon as he put it up on top of his right leg, he could definitely feel a little bit of discomfort. They told him to keep stretching it out though. He's been up, walking around, he's got his helmet on. I would be surprised if he misses any time for the rest of the game.
All right, thank you, Nico. Ivan Angel will kick.
2 big field goals here tonight in the second half.
Haven't seen a lot, very few this season on Friday Night Rivals, so always good to see that. And let's see what kind of return, if any, the Braves get here. They kick it deep. Drops it at the 5, picks it up at the 10. Booker outside, left side. 23-yard line, pretty good return, all things considered. Could have been worse.
A late flag came out. I think there's little extracurricular activities going on after the whistle. So it'll be interesting which way this one goes. It came from the far sideline. You're going to get a personal foul on the Mount Zion Braves.
So the Braves lead, cut to 8. They've got the ball, but they'll be pushed back after this penalty.
This fourth quarter has definitely not gone the way for Mount Zion.
Come on, Parker.
So wait for the mark.
Still talking about it. I think they're trying to figure out where the ball's going to end up.
Hey, play clock going, right?
5:04 left.
They're going to call hold. Okay. So that'll push it back 10 yards.
And if you're Effingham, you love that.
Right on the 10-yard line.
Again, the Hearts with 2 timeouts. Mount Zion with 2 timeouts.
So again, Sage Davis was out on defense, not out on the field again here offensively.
It's a big loss. Him not playing right now. So Summers gives. There's the big guy and out of bounds. The carry.
Jacob Make.
34, Jacob Make. So clock stops.
Again, another thing Mount Zion does not want is for that clock to stop. It's one of those plays as May gets closer to the sideline, you almost got to just fall down and make sure you stay in bounds.
2nd and 6.
Milk it inside, Jacob. Milk it inside.
There's Summers.
Jacob.
He's got May with him.
Come on, Art.
Gives to May. Goes up the middle. Good run there, 23-yard line.
Got enough for a first down. That's a big run, Jacob May.
That's huge. A Brant Professional Agriculture first down. Fresh set of downs for Mount Zion.
There's a shot of Coach Etherton and Sage Davis standing right behind him. I know he's done a lot offensively and defensively here tonight. Maybe they're just keeping him fresh for the defensive side of the football.
4:39, clock running. Mount Zion gets some personnel in. They move around.
Logan, he's working vertical on you.
Summers in the gun. There's the give to May again, and got him this time. Hearts need to stop that stop the Braves and stop that clock. That's their enemy right now, that clock as well.
Yeah, Austin Herbuth right there in there very, very quickly to stop May in the backfield.
2nd and 11.
Thinking, I imagine after 3rd down, you're going to start maybe seeing some timeouts called by Effingham to save some time for their offense.
From the 22.
I'll show blitz up the middle here against Summer.
Back to throw, Summers. Does throw. Deep. And right up. Tough one to catch. Booker, the intended receiver.
They're going to argue, the Mount Zion sideline's going to argue pass interference.
But he was right there, yeah.
They're both right there. They're both entitled to the same position, and there really wasn't any other pushing or shoving or anything that went into that play. So, again, Effingham loves the stop play. Take a look here. Easy no call on that pass interference.
3rd 11 from the 22. 3:30 to go. Oh,
can't give him 3 5 yards though.
The Hearts were anxious. They were ready. So now you've got 3rd and 6.
No, this is an odd spot to be in if you're Mount Zion. It's going to be 3rd and 6. You need a 1st down, but also if you don't get it, you kind of want that clock to keep running, and an incomplete pass would stop it on a big 4th down where you're probably going to end up punting the ball back to Effingham. So you're in, it's a very odd position to be in as an offensive coordinator to think something comfortable enough, play call, and especially without 22 in the backfield.
3rd and 6 from the 27. Fakes to May, fires across the middle, incomplete. Drew Lennon, intended receiver. Let's go down the sidelines. Nico?
Hey guys, I just checked in with Mount Zion's athletic trainer, and I asked him the status of Sage Davis. He said he's just not out there right now because he's tired and called it management. He's certainly been carrying the load for the Braves for a majority of this game. Paul and Adam?
Thank you, Nico. That was the $1 million question, so thank you for finding out the answer to that. That was a guess. But
and this is a tough roughing the passer penalty. It was a bang bang. It was very quick. I'm on the side of that's one you keep in your pocket. It was a play action pass. Summers delivered a good throw to London that was broken up. We take a look at the replay. Ball's out of his hands. They're probably more calling that because as I look at the replay, he took a hit helmet to helmet, and that is probably why that play gets called, or that penalty gets called. And if that's why, then I'm on board with that.
It's a Brand Professional Agriculture 1st down after the penalty. There's the give. He's back in. Davis, look out. To the 48-yard line of Effingham.
And I think of as rested up as he is, I'm sure he was chomping at the bit to get back in this football game so he could try to put it away himself.
3:06 to go, clock running in the 4th. 31-23 Mount Zion with the 8-point lead and the ball. And they are in no hurry.
That run, Davis goes over 200 yards here tonight. Just had a heck of a ball game.
Incredible. Under center is Summers. Keeps it, and all they want to do is get that 1st down. And it is a 1st down. Brand Professional Agriculture 1st down. And that is a tough one for Effingham.
I think you're going to have to, if you're Effingham, you're going to have to start using your timeouts here after this 1st down play. You can only stop it twice, but it's going to save you some time. And if Mount Zion gets a 1st down, this game is effectively probably over.
2:13 to go. Summers gives to Davis, left side, look out, down the sidelines. Still on his feet, inside the 20. Out of bounds. He is something else. That's another first down, a Brant Professional Agriculture first down, and you're looking at a pretty special player tonight.
Yeah, he's having a huge night. He's a senior. He wants a conference championship. He's put this team on his back here tonight, and he is a guy that just doesn't want to lose, and you can see it in him.
And they are in the Carpenters 270 red zone. The Carpenters local 270 red zone. First and 10 from the 15.
Effingham still has 2 timeouts. I think you still be kind of semi-aggressive running the football here because it's an 8-point game. You're only one bad snap or a fumble away from this being very, very interesting.
Wouldn't the Hearts love a turnover here? First and 10 from the 15. Give to Davis, left side. Look at him go. 5 into the end zone. Touchdown, Sage Davis from 15 yards out. That's another $50 donation, courtesy of Young Security, to this week's charity, St. Martin de Porres in Springfield.
He deserves a break tomorrow. I hope he gets a lot of rest. But he's had a heck of a game here tonight. He's a special player.
So 37-23, the Braves will attempt the point after. Try to make it a 15-point game with 1:49 to go. Jonathan Oliger with the point after, and it is blocked. So the score will remain 37-23.
The score, Braves 37.
But the
Hearts 23.
Hearts are running out of time, and that was a huge touchdown from one time.
Take a look at the replay. I just got updated statistics on Sage Davis. He's got 20 carries for 249 yards and 3 touchdowns. And that's not even counting what he's done defensively.
Incredible.
He might be having one of the best performances we've ever seen tonight
on Friday Night Rivals
in our 5 years.
I couldn't agree more. This is year 5, and yes. When he was out of the game, the Braves did okay, but boy, you put him back in, and just what a difference maker. What a difference maker he has been. So 1:49 to go. And stick around for Fox News at 9, immediately following the game, right here on CW23. Oliger with another big, deep kick. Drop bobbled, picked up. And this way, 15, 20, cuts back. Down about the 22-yard line is Baker. So now the Hearts have to strike in a hurry and get some help. Scoring somebody there, not almost 4 minutes on that one.
You know, they were aided by the big roughing the passer play on our penalty on the 3rd down. And again, I think that penalty was called because it was a helmet-to-helmet contact. It's a tough break for Effingham, but Sage Davis comes in and finishes off the drive better than anybody could imagine.
Shackleford hands off to check that. That was not Rumor. That was Baker. Keegan Baker for Effingham. 1:16 clock running, and Hearts really kind of slow getting the play in here. 1:06.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised at how slow they've kind of approached this
drive. Yes. There's a handoff and got some room. First down. That's him up to midfield. Across the midfield. 45. Still on his feet to the 41-2-yard line. Well, professional agriculture first down. A great play there. It took a lot of time to get that play. I guess it was worth it.
Wasted a lot of time in between plays.
Trevor Donsbach, the junior, with a huge play there. But the clock is running. You get 2 timeouts. Has to go across the middle. Got it! No, dropped it.
Just complete the catch.
Oh, he had it. Tristan Duncan had it. He could smell the end zone.
He was in heavy traffic there, too, and made an incredible play to get his hands on that football. But as he was turning his body, he just couldn't complete the catch there.
So 23 seconds.
Just trying to run and put that one away, and just couldn't do it.
37-23, Effingham trailing. Desperation now, Shackleford back, steps up. He was in trouble, so kept it.
Now we're gonna take a timeout.
Timeout now with 14 seconds to go, so looks like Mount Zion's gonna hang on to win this one and take the Apollo Conference Championship for 2019.
And even bigger, they have a chance to go into week 9 undefeated. You're definitely probably getting a home playoff game at this point, but if you go 9-0, the biggest thing in 4A South is you're probably staying away from Rochester.
For a while, yes.
For a while, and Mount Zion's ran into that buzzsaw before 2 or 3 years ago when they had one of their better teams that they've had in school history, but you run into a team like Rochester early on, and it's a rough go.
So 3rd and 9 from the 41, but more importantly, 14 seconds to go, and you're down 14. Some very, very good players in this game.
But if you've been with us all night, we do a orthopedic center player of the game.
Illinois, yes.
I think you have a pretty good idea who it's going to be.
I think you're right.
Got a prevent defense here from Mount Zion, so they're definitely playing to just keep them out of the end zone.
Shackleford's going to have to go deep. Has time, looking now, he's in pressure, under pressure. Got to get rid of it. Does, and out of bounds. So 3 seconds to go, and probably one more play. And that'll do it after this. We'll have the presentation of the SEFCU Friday Night Rivals trophy to the winning team.
Gonna get 2 trophies here tonight.
That's right.
Conference.
Yes. 3 seconds to go. Shackleford under center. Hands off, and saves Davis. Only fittingly.
Let's get out of here.
Yes. Shakes hands. And they are excited. Why not? Congratulations, Mount Zion. They beat Effingham and the Hearts, their first loss of the season, and they take the Apollo Conference title. Mount Zion does. They moved 8-0 with a 37-23 victory here in Mount Zion on homecoming.
Yeah, great job by Mount Zion and the Mount Zion coaching staff to get this team 5-4 team last year, and now you're 8-0 and conference champions. A great turnaround and great job. I think they've got a bright future here looking past week 9.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back with the presentation of the trophy and the player of the game in just a minute. You're watching SEFCU Friday Night Rivals on CW23. Stay with us. Welcome back to SEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Peripheral Institute. Mount Zion has just wrapped up a 37-23 victory over Effingham. And earlier this week, we spoke with our player of the game sponsor, Orthopedic Center of Illinois.
Hi there, everyone. I'm meteorologist Brian Sherman. Thanks for joining us for the Player of the Game, sponsored by the Orthopedic Center of Illinois. I'm joined now with Dr. Rodney Harris. It's a pleasure to meet you. We're going to be talking a little bit about the knee injuries that could happen in football today. So tell me about some injuries that can happen with the knee in football players.
Okay, well, obviously there's bumps and bruises. Those are kind of typical for football. The ones we see that are more significant that we evaluate would include medial collateral ligament injuries, the MCL, as you may have heard speak of. Meniscal tears are not uncommon, and kind of the big injury that we see this time of year with football players would be the anterior cruciate ligament injury.
So with the MCL injury, how severe is that and how can that be treated?
Okay, so there's various grades of an MCL injury. You can even from just a mild sprain or partial tear to a complete tear. And so it depends on the extent of the injury, how they were hit. For example, if the foot's planted, they get hit on the outside of their knee, that will result in injury to the medial collateral ligament, which is on the inside of the knee. The partial tears are treated typically non-operatively with bracing and therapy. Occasionally a complete tear would require surgery.
So with knee injuries, talk to me a little bit about the meniscus. Why is that so important?
Okay, the meniscus is the shock absorber or helps protect the knee. And if it's torn and removed, there's increased wear on the knee. So in our young athletes, we make a big effort to repair that. And so the more we can preserve better function for the knee for the long term, if we take the meniscus out when they're 16 years old, the chance of getting arthritis significantly increases.
And then in football players, do you guys see ACL injuries a lot?
Unfortunately, that's one of the big injuries we do see this time of year. It's common. It can be a non-contact injury. Also occurs commonly in soccer players. That's a fairly common we do see. Luckily, we have good treatment options currently for that.
And leads into how are those treated here?
Well, it's usually going to require reconstruction. Repairing the ligament as it's torn really doesn't work, and so we actually have to take tissue either from the athlete or a donor tissue to do that reconstruction.
And obviously, when athletes do have these type of injuries with meniscus or ACL or a wide variety, they obviously have a choice of places they can go, including the Orthopedic Center of Illinois.
Absolutely. We routinely treat these type of injuries. I mean, they have their choice. We'd like for them to choose us. So fortunately, we have a walk-in clinic that can be seen, the person can be seen almost every day except for Sunday. And so, they can get evaluated right away, and they can determine is it serious or not.
All right, Dr. Heron, thanks so much for joining us today, and thank you for joining us for the Player of the Game, sponsored by the Orthopedic Center of Illinois. We'll send it back to you.
And tonight's Player of the Game, brought to you by Orthopedic Center of Illinois, is none other than Sage Davis.
One of the best performances we've seen on Friday Night Rivals. Had 3 or 4 tackles for loss, 2 or 3 sacks. Also had 250 yards rushing tonight.
Incredible. Nico, let's go down to you.
I'm here with the Apollo Conference champion, Mount Zion Braves, and our Orthopedic Center of Illinois Player of the Game, Sage Davis. Yeah. Sage, I know you don't do it for the personal accomplishments. What does this feel like in a performance that makes you guys conference champions?
This is a great win as a team. This is what we've been looking for all summer. All summer, this is what we've been looking forward to.
Coach, I know you guys have been waiting for this game. Got a little Gatorade shower at the end there. How'd that one feel?
It felt great. I couldn't say enough about our kids and how proud I am of what they've done since last year, all the way through the summer, the winter, the workouts to get to this point. And they deserve this, and they've earned this, and they've worked hard enough that this is what hard work equals, is success, and our kids are a product of success in that. So I'm very proud of them, and now we move on to the next one, and then we get going in the playoffs and see what happens.
Well, you hoisted the Apollo Conference Champions Trophy. Now we'll give you the CEFCU Champions Trophy.
And they moved 8-0. Wow, what a game. Well, thank you, everybody. A long game, but a good game, and battle of rivals, and we have one more week to go, Adam.
One more week to go. It doesn't seem like it's been that long, and kind of sad, but we're at week 9.
Yes, and a quick shout out. Happy birthday to Jeff Kaufman, one of our CEFCU Friday Night Rivals big team leaders. All right, next week, CEFCU Friday Night Rivals, presented by Peripheral Institute, brings you week 9. We'll head to Warrensburg-Latham as the Cardinals take on the Clinton Maroons. That's next Friday night, starting at 7 right here on CW23. Thank you for joining us. For Adam Anderson and all the CEFCU Friday Night Rivals crew, let's say good night from Mount Zion. Thanks for watching.